Going live on YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now. Did you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Hey, what's up, man? I don't like talking with my face on here, so anybody got anything to say to get me started? Usually I go live on TikTok. YouTube doesn't send that many people through, but Christianity ended in 70 AD. Everything in the Bible already happened. Somebody asked me a question. We got it. Hey, what's up, Doc Hollywood? What's up, Doc Holiday? Lives in Hollywood, probably. Doc Hollywood. It's probably a play on words, right? I got you, Huckleberry, or Hucklebear. Yeah, it actually said Huckleberry. I mean, if you look at the script, but whatever. What's up, Jacques? Baz, dude, I've never, like, your whole name is weird, bro. Like, nobody can even say Jacques, And then Bazinet? Is it Bazinet? Bazinet? You're like French or something? What's up, Jesse Isaac? Somebody asked me a question. Get me talking about something. Whenever I stop this, stereotype. It's Corey. Hey, thanks, man. You were just in my live on TikTok. It wasn't doing anything, so I came here. Somebody say something, I'll talk about something because it's going to post this shit to YouTube right afterwards. Fredericks of Hollywood, and he died, and so I got into nutrition, and I don't know how I got the doc from. Oh, that's so cool. So doc actually, wow, man, that's a play on like your whole life, I guess. Like Doc Hollywood probably comes from so many different things. That's cool. All right, anyway, Jesus Christ already returned. Everything in the Bible already happened. The Bible's simple. Everything the Bible says is simple. Israel was the beast. They fell by the edge of the sword. They were led away captive in all nations. Jerusalem was Mystery Babylon. In her was found all the blood of the prophets. Jesus said a prophet couldn't die outside of Jerusalem. Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stonest them which are sent unto thee. All the blood of the prophets, from the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, John the Baptist's father, shall be required at the hands of this generation. What does anybody want to know? Hey, a cowboy hippie's life? Don't start saying some weird shit, man. I don't care about you guys' weird stuff, You guys are all like, words are words, and we're like all spiritual and stuff, and like we know so many things that nobody else knows. We've like thought things that nobody else thinks. And every time that I comment on your video, I'm gonna correct you. I just want to correct you so bad. Just let me correct you so bad. I like what you said about the 5 Herod kings or the 8 hurricanes. I'm a little inebriated. Is hurricanes like a... do you mean hurricanes? I should know what that means. It's probably just... okay, Herod kings. Gotcha. You're probably talking into the mic or something. Okay. Translated them into the beast with 7 heads. And no, that's absolutely right, dude. Think about it. Since the time that... all right, so you got Daniel and everybody prophesying about the Messiah coming, Since the time that Pompey allowed everybody back into Israel, Herod became uncontested king. He was the one, Yeah, the Book of Eli, that was pretty cool. I saw it as soon as it came out. But he was the uncontested king, and there were only Herods ruling Judea that whole time. That's all it was. They were the ones ruling Judea the entire time that the Christ was present, from his birth until his return. But then John of Giscala took over the temple, and he killed 12,000 people. Like, let's say he killed 3 people, that's terrible. You kill 3 people. You kill 1 person. It's terrible. Let's say you abuse 1 person. It's terrible. You should go to prison, But so this guy slaughters 12,000 of the priests in the council. He anoints people from a bloodline that is not from Levi. All right, so it's not even a priestly bloodline, and even anoints a guy named Joshua or Jesus, however you want to put that out there. But he's not even from the right bloodline to be priest. I mean, the whole thing it's amazing. More gibberish. Well, a cowboy's hippie life. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. I can't ask anything. It's different to explain why you really want truth and get it, and you just want to just be there to see people finally get the truth, dude. All I ever want is the truth. Like, this is probably going to offend some people, but I don't give a good goddamn if Jesus ever existed, all right? I don't give a fuck if the children of Israel were in Egypt. I don't care. It wouldn't change anything, but the thing that happened in my life was the only thing that ever made sense, the only thing that was ever congruent was the story of Jesus Christ. Then it made sense of how sin was a construct before and it's not now. Like, no matter what happens, like, I don't care about flat earth. I don't care about Nephilim. I don't care about bullshit, I care that my belief would not change. If I found out that Jesus was never a real character, I would still say it was the construct of sin that caused people to do evil. No matter what, it doesn't change my belief in an almighty God, in spirituality, in the demon possession that I've seen, in the dreams and visions that I've had, and the prophecies that I've had. Like, nothing would change. You can say, well, Tacitus and Josephus, they were actually edited in the 11th century, and that's the only thing that we ever got them for. Well, you're fucking arguing two sides of the coin. You can't prove that the Gospels were written after 70 AD. You can't prove that there was no Gospels before. You can't prove that Tacitus was edited. You can't prove that Josephus was edited. You can't prove that the children of Israel were in Egypt. You can't prove that they weren't. It doesn't change my belief. My belief is the actual truth. If she said, were you looking at that girl? And you said, no, I wasn't. Whenever you were, then you lied. Then you can't understand truth. You'll never know anything. But what happened to me whenever I started telling the truth, regardless of Bible or anything else, all of a sudden, the premise of the Bible, I'm not talking about contradictions and man-made writings and translations, but the premise, the whole story, the basis of it made perfect sense whenever I went to God only. And I didn't even call him God, I just said truth. I said, I don't care if you're Yahweh, Yahushua, Yehoshua, Jahushua, whatever you want to call him. That didn't matter. I just love the actual truth. So, here is my belief. She said, were you looking at that girl? And you were. You said no. Then you're not going to heaven. And my belief is simply based on what is actually true. I don't want to argue two sides of the coin. You can't prove this, you can't prove that. When everybody's stating it as a fact. I don't care if Jesus never existed. But the amazing thing about Jesus' story is once I started telling the truth and I got these dreams from God, is it made so much sense. I mean, every single thing, it was like my mind popped into this, wow, nobody could say this. Like, I don't think somebody could write a story like this. There's no way. And the only people that I've ever known who understand that honesty and the flesh not mattering is the way are people who do not, are people who know the story of Jesus Christ. Let's say it that way. Lineage or generations of Joseph, if he wasn't Jesus' biological father. That didn't matter at all, Tom. It didn't matter if Joseph was Jesus' biological father. If you read where Zacharias and Elizabeth, right? Zachariah was John the Baptist's father, and Elizabeth was his mother. Well, he was a priest because he came from the tribe of Levi. So he was a priest, and he had his priestly office burning incense in the temple, right? And he would have to go for months at a time, leave his family so that he could perform his priestly office, and then he'd be back home because that's what the law said. They went out for so many months, they were home for more months, right? So he went out there. Well, Elizabeth was of the daughters of Aaron. Why? Because she was from the same tribe of Levi? No. Aaron was the tribe of Levi. She was of the daughters of Aaron because Israel only kept the genealogies of the males. Therefore, since she was espoused to and married to Zacharias, she was of the tribe of Levi. And that's why you've got other verses that says, as was supposed, the son of Joseph. Mary was espoused to Joseph. So therefore, she was of the tribe of David or Judah, because she was espoused to him. As soon as you got married, like they had to marry within the people that came from Abraham and the 12 tribes. But if you married into a certain tribe, then the woman became of that tribe. So it wouldn't matter if Mary came from David or not. The fact that she was espoused to Joseph and promised to Joseph, that would have made her of the tribe of Judah. That was probably too long of an explanation. I've always wanted to ask, how can you be honest and still not judge if what you're judging is totally being honest? Because the word judge is the same word as condemn. When we judge everything we do every single day, we can't walk to the left or to the right unless we judge something. So what I'm actually saying whenever I'm saying don't judge the flesh, I'm saying don't condemn for the flesh. So don't condemn anybody for the flesh. We've all had the same lusts. If our husband died, if our wife died, we could be with somebody else. I think you wanted Gog to just wait on you to be born. See, that's what I said. You came in here, cowboys spelled wrong, hippie life. And I said, don't say some weird shit. And then you said, I think you wanted Gog to just wait on you to be born. I have no idea what you're saying. But is it a lie if you need to protect something for harm? Yes, it's a freaking lie. You have God. I was warned about a concussion that I would get. You guys remember the Conor McGregor fight with Floyd Mayweather? Well, I was supposed to go to this guy's house that night. And in the morning, I had a dream where this demon kept grabbing my jaw and fish hooking me and spinning me around in circles. He did it 3 times in my dream. And I knew that it was saying, don't go to this party. Don't go to this party. Well, I went to the party anyway. I rejected the dream from God, being an honest person that I am. And I rejected it. Well, that night, I got knocked out, got a concussion, got sucker punched, Woke up the next day, spun around, fell on the wall, fell on the floor, couldn't even walk upstairs or turn from left to right. I had such a bad concussion, I got knocked out on a concrete floor, right? Well, God warned me not to go, and I didn't listen. So everybody leaves out the God factor. Protect yourself. God would warn you. If you had an understanding heart and you really were an honest person and knew God, he would warn you. Everybody's like, how can this stuff happen to everybody? Because evil people that reject God are getting with evil people that reject God, and evil people are doing evil things to evil people whenever they don't even know God. Never leave out the God factor. He can and will protect you. He will tell you, Thanks, Brianna and Derek. You explained that to me. So just don't leave out the God factor. Well, that's cool, Cameron. I had a great friend named Cameron. One of my oldest friends, whenever I was very little, his sister. I had a crush on her. Her name was Shiloh. She died in a car wreck at like 16. Yeah, I'll ask any other questions, and I'm sorry if it doesn't come out exactly right. I'm a little bit in the inebriation specter of this pie graph. I thought I would say things that would make other people amazed, but it didn't work. Well, what's up, guys? This is why I don't go live on YouTube. Like, I go live on TikTok. They send like 2,000 people through there, I go live on YouTube. It's like, here's your 20 people. Nah, here's the thing. I'll just tell the truth. Any question that I get asked, I'll just tell the truth. How about that? That's all anybody has to do in life. Just tell the truth. What's up, you sexy mama?
Yeah,
I can't mute it on here, so you gotta say whatever.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't really care much for YouTube Live.
Me neither.
I don't know who everybody is because some people have different names.
Well, that's why I never do it. That's why I never do. Well, I don't do it because I don't send anybody through. I'm talking to 18 people, which I love that. Ask me questions, I'll tell you. But they ain't gonna send people through like TikTok, so. Like, why would I be on YouTube whenever I've been on here for years and got like 5,000 subscribers? They won't push my shit out. Like, I can start a TikTok right now and get 5,000 subscribers within like 2 weeks. Like, 5,000 followers. I don't know. It's just weird. When did this happen? Because you have said, we have made a covenant with death and with hell, and we are at agreement when the overflowing scourge shall pass through. It was talking about Jerusalem. It was his people. You have to be with God to become a whore. First, you got to be God's wife, and then you got to whore out on him. So Mystery Babylon was Jerusalem, and they made that covenant with death. They rejected the Messiah. They rejected the scriptures. They rejected everything that said that he would come and leave that place desolate and give the promise to Abraham. Abraham went into a promised land that he didn't even have. He never even had an inheritance in it. He was living in tents. So what did he do all that for? He did all that for faith that one day he would be resurrected, right? Like, why follow this God through desert places and have a terrible life if you were never going to be resurrected and never even step foot in the promised land? It's because the promised land was in heaven after the Messiah came. Right now, Abraham is in heaven. All that stuff is done. But they made an agreement with death. They said, we're not going to believe you. We're not going to believe your law. We're not going to believe Abraham. We're not going to believe nothing. And they were all destroyed. You'll have to give me some words from Isaiah 28. I have a lot of the Bible memorized, but I'm not one of these adjust my tie, tell you how I went to Bible school and now I'm a scholar. So I have the actual story in my head. I don't have like chapter and verse in most places. What's up? Somebody give me something to say. I will speak. You guys ever met somebody that didn't have something to say? Yeah, me neither. That was the Father's plan. You kind of, every time I read your name, it makes me think of Superman, JL. It makes me think of Superman. But yeah, that was his whole plan. Oh, you asked a question? I missed it. Like I said, could I ever be the actual Messiah? No, you cannot, dude. Never. You can never be what Jesus was. Absolutely not.
Her cup right there. Thank you.
Absolutely not. He actually sat down on God's throne. He changed the, let's call it physics, to put it in you guys' mind. He changed the spiritual physics of how everything worked. We are never going to sit down on the throne of God. We're not going to come from heaven. We're not going to be born of a virgin. You can never do what Jesus did, man. Ever. But that should not deter you from believing in God. You can still be a sort of Moses or Elijah or you have to believe God. God is truth. He tells you something. You got to say it like as if it's truth, You don't think Jesus is the Messiah anymore? Well, I bet that you have 20,000 words to say to me. You're going to have so many weird words that you could possibly say, and wouldn't it be great? And what I will tell you is if you hid that sock under your bed, you're fucked. Like you're going to say all these words. The earth is this, the Nephilim's this, do you even know? Do you know what they did, in 2020? Do you know who Joe Biden is? Like, you probably got so much shit to say, And all I'm going to say is, hey, you hid that fucking sock under your bed. Like, you're not going to get that shit out of me. Well, the Tataria, the flat earth, the mud floods. I don't care. It wouldn't fucking change what I had for breakfast. Why so much satanic reference? What are you talking about, man? Why won't my phone turn back? Okay. How did I reference Satan? Because you think that Satan is like Lucifer and he's like this, that, and if I throw up some signs, then maybe I went out to a grove, maybe it was the Bohemian Grove, maybe I worshiped and sacrificed something, maybe somebody's paying me off. Maybe somebody's fucking paying me off. I'm not just telling the fucking truth of my own life. There's all this weird shit. Why don't you Google some more? Take your little fingers, type until you bleed, If you live for 10,000 years, you're still going to learn information. You're still not going to know the fucking truth. 10,000 years, bro. You think if you lived for 10,000 years, you'd know everything? What about 20? What about 30? What about 40? There is a truth, and it happens in every single person's life. I'm very poor, so you don't want to know what I'm drinking. Let's just say that it's natty. It's nasty. Oh, what's up? Well, what's up, Daniel Griffin? Cheers, buddy. Please expound more on our status of being restored to God, dude. You are, dude. There was no. You look up all history that you can find. Before 70 AD, there's no history recorded of seeing a light whenever people died. There's a reason for that. After 70 AD, there are millions of people who hit their deathbed and saw a light. There's a reason for that. Oh, Ice House, man. I went to the hospital one time with like 3 fractures in my eye and everything after Ice House. 5.5, cheers. But after 70 AD, we see this light because Jesus Christ defeated Satan. He ended sin. He gave us access back to the Father. Now we have access to God. Like even our own world. We have ghosts today. There weren't ghosts before. One of my hairs went into my throat. I almost choked. Yeah. Ice House is 5.5. Natty is 8%. So. All right, what's up? The law and the prophets were up until John. Can we have a prophet in this time? Absolutely. Every single person that knows God can be a prophet. Every single person. Even after the law and the prophets, they prophesied that there was a great dearth coming on Jerusalem. They prophesied, Paul, if you go to Jerusalem, this is what's going to happen to the man that goes to Jerusalem. They bound his hands. There were still prophets after Zacharias, John the Baptist's father. The only difference today is every single one of us can be a prophet. When do the ghosts get judged? We're coming to an end of an age. And then after this, there'll be another age. And it might be 2,000 years from now. God's been doing this forever, and he will always do this forever. But at the end of this age, every single person will be judged, and the ghost will be sucked up like a vacuum. What going on? Yo, D-Man. Can we call in? I don't even know how to do that, bro. I've only been live on YouTube like 5 times because I hate it. But love you, little lady.
Love you.
Thank you for giving me pleasure of the female kind during my life.
Good night.
Good night. See
Have
ya.
fun.
You. Oh yeah, what about in Revelation where it says from one Sabbath to another? It doesn't say that in Revelation, dude. It says that in Zechariah chapter 14, I believe. It doesn't say that in Revelation at all. I know the book of Revelation very well, and I'm pretty sure it never mentions the word Sabbath, and it never mentions the word Holy Spirit, and there's reasons for that. Because it was all fulfilled. Can you speak more on the book of infinity? Well, we don't die today. Whenever we're born, we have a conscience of God. God is the closest thing to you. Were you looking at that girl? If you were, your first thought was, yes, I was. Because God is the closest thing to all of us. Only truth exists, lies do not exist. So whenever she asked you, your very first thought was God. You said, yes, I was. That's what you said in your head. But then you took it and you twisted it and you made it into something that wasn't true. God is with all of us from birth today. We don't have to be saved. We have to keep our salvation. We have to tell the truth and be honest every single day. We have to be honest about everything we do and stop lying, and not start lying, really, would be the best. But yeah, we're written in the book of infinity. The reason it was called the book of life back then is because they were all born into death. So the contrast of death is life. So Jesus Christ gave them the book of life. He was the last Adam. He came and saved everybody from Adam. He did a short work on the earth, delivered it back to the Father. Now God reigns, God omnipotent reigns. So you've got that conscience in you, but you've been rejecting God your whole frickin' life, man. You've been telling fucking lies. You've been taking things that are true, deducing them, and causing them to be fucking fairy tales, you know? Something that wasn't fucking true. That's why our souls don't exist anymore, because we gave somebody this makeup, you know? We told them that our persona. You're with a girl, she doesn't know that you're watching those things. She doesn't know what you did in your past. So you're not really with that girl. You're lying to her. If she knew who you were, she'd fucking leave you. You know, she'd leave. All right. If you knew who she was, you'd leave her. All right. You guys aren't actually with each other. You're living a lie. Now, the flesh covers it up. You can bait somebody. You can cover up the fact you were just watching a lustful program. You can change the whole demeanor on your face to where they don't ask you any questions about what you were doing and you don't look scared. Right? So you can change everything like that. It's all a lie. And lies don't exist. So if your persona, if your spirit is a lie whenever you die, because she doesn't love you for you, she loves you for who you lied to her about, right? So if that spirit is a lie whenever you die, you won't exist anymore. You'll be burned up in a fire. You won't exist. Now, if it's truth, truth always exists. Truth is what is real. So if you told the truth your whole life, hey, you're going to live forever. Yeah. What do you make of the millennial reign buildings? Dude, I'm not into Tartaria bullshit. Jesus Christ said what his reign was. He said whenever he came back in his kingdom with all of his holy angels with him, they would be given 12 thrones to judge the 12 tribes of Israel. The original word in Hebrew there was Aleph. They would be given 12 thrones to judge the 12 Aleph of Israel. The thing was, is Hebrew was letters and numbers, so the word tribes was also the word 1,000. Now, whenever the Greeks translated the book of Revelation that was originally written to the Jews, because Peter and John were ignorant and unlearned men, and they only knew Hebrew and Galilean Aramaic, right? So whenever they translated that, and that Aramaic was very close to Hebrew, actually. But whenever they translated that, they put that to 1,000 instead of tribes, whenever it actually just meant that Jesus Christ would reign until the judgment of the tribes. I've got videos on that if you want to go see it. But it said that Christ did a short work on the earth. It said some of them standing there would not taste death until they saw the Son of Man coming in his kingdom to reward every man according to their works. Some of them would still be alive until Christ rewarded every man according to their works, which did not happen until after the quote unquote 1,000-year reign. The 1,000-year reign was whenever they were judging Israel. It actually it's because you know what was a lie and you felt about it. Tyler being done the same. D-man. So I'm new to preterism. Well, preterism's a fucking joke, Doc Hollywood. Don't listen to any shit they gotta say. They try to say that like Nero's the fucking beast and shit. Weirdos. They're using gematria and changing his name to a K so they can actually make it mean something. It's so fucking weird, man. Anyway, God's name in vain. God damn it, what are you talking about? Can we murder? No, absolutely you cannot. Can we commit adultery? If you told her that you weren't going to cheat on her and then you fucking cheated on her, then it's a fucking lie. You should have never put her in a place in the first place where you said that you weren't going to fucking cheat on her. You should have never put her in that position. You know, she should have never put you in that position. Oh, I'm the only person that you could ever love. There's 3.5 billion of your species in this world, and there's 3.5 billion of mine, but I am the best in the whole entire planet. And you must love me and my family and my job and my things better than anybody who has ever lived, and we cannot lust after anybody else. I was trying to sound like Doc Holliday whenever I was saying that, so. No, you should have never put them in that predicament in the first place. Well, you didn't even spell preterism right, so I doubt you know that it makes zero sense because your one single word that you said didn't even make zero sense. So now go Google it, come back and tell me that preterism doesn't make any sense. What is a happy memory I have? That's fucking weird. I asked God, I threw everything away. Everything. I'd gone everywhere looking for God, and the happiest memory of my life, after crawling across the floor, you know, trying to just get it to be over, like with all kinds of inebriation and other stuff. I just said, I just, if you can't tell me the truth, nobody can. And I threw all my belief away. And then I had a dream that said, ask of me one thing and I'll give it to you. And in the dream, I said, I want to understand the truth. That's the happiest memory that I've ever had. And then all of a sudden, he started telling me things. The Holy Spirit ended in 70 AD. God doesn't fuck around, you know. The Holy Spirit was my bread and butter. And the first thing he says was, in a dream, the Holy Spirit ended in 70 AD. Man, I like shook. I was scared. I was like, what did I just do? What did I do? Oh my God. Then he told me Christianity ended and everything, and the whole Bible made sense. Oh, thank you so much. I haven't checked it yet, but I saw your comment. Thanks, JR. I didn't know that you were JR. I didn't know JL was JR. I've done the same thing, but for discernment. Well, that's awesome, man. Well, then discern me. Discern me. What do I do the things that I do for? And do I have a real heart for God? Or is there some kind of manipulation here, some kind of pride? Am I gaining something? You know? Give me some of that discernment if God gave it to you. Which I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm just saying. I don't know. God is amazing, man. I have to keep talking. Guys, can I not talk for like a couple seconds? Did I write you off? Here's the thing, Cameron. I read your comments, man, and most of them are... I'm just saying, dude, I hate it. We're not going to be friends that long. I doubt that you're going to believe what I'm saying. I doubt that your comments are so like, oh, well, God was this, and then a tree came up and bit me on my butt, and then my butt became a bun in the oven, and then the oven became a hot dog, and then I ate the hot dog, and then I crapped out the hot dog, and I realized everything was a cycle, so I ate the shit. You know, I mean, that's what it sounds like whenever you're saying some of this weird stuff. You can give me whatever you want, but only give it to me if you believe what I'm saying, you know? All right, but I don't want you to be all weird, Cameron. It's all about truth and honesty, man. It's nothing weird. The premise of the Bible is true. Jesus was true. You know, all that stuff was true. You can send me whatever you want, but I really, even though I only have $20 right now because JR sent it or JL sent it, I'm not going to tell you to send me stuff, man. But my shit is I do live off support. If you believe what I'm saying, no, you can't be God. That's what I'm talking about, Cameron. You can't be God, man. You can't even be Jesus. We'll never be as good as Jesus. My Cash App and everything is my name. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Derich Jester. I do live off support, but fuck that. Whatever. I don't care if I get anything or not. Everything is my name, no spaces. Do you believe people are going to heaven and hell and Jesus coming back to judge for God, to send them right back there? No, there is no reincarnation. That would be weird. There's 380,000 people born every day. There's only about 160,000 people that die every day. So that would be really weird if reincarnation was a thing. I'd rather play the odds in Vegas, you know. And then if reincarnation was a thing, that's actually pretty close to Calvinism. Like Calvinism is God had a plan and he's just up there, some God just banging flaming micro machines together and we don't have a will of our own. And we just get to keep redoing this until we get it right. That would be super strange to me. You know, then that leaves nothing to importance. It's not even important what we do. No, we can't be God at all, man. Dude, you can't even ever be as good as Jesus. You were born of the will of man. Right? Your mom and your dad decided to go and have a baby. That's what happened. That's how you're here. You know, it was their will and now your will is your will. You can never be what Jesus was. Not for you, buddy. I think I missed part of that. Not for you, buddy. According to Pilate's letters, Jesus had golden hair, gray eyes, and parted his blonde. Dude, you could get into so much with that. We are 2,000 years away from that. We are history. When was it written? Who actually edited it? When was it first? When was the first manuscript of Pilate's letters? Like, God, why is everybody fighting over things that doesn't mean shit? People don't even know their neighbor's name. They're trying to figure out the fucking answers to the goddamn universe. Can't even tell the truth in your own life, and you want to know what the shape of the earth is. It's fucking weird. No, thank you. A tree within its bosom is surrounded by its farts, truly yours. It wouldn't let me pull it up together for Jacques. The fuck, Doc? Yeah, I got you. Same. Where are we now on the timeline? There is no such thing as time. God has been doing this forever. Adam and Eve were a restart. There's been many ages before Adam and Eve. Many. We're talking God has been there for eternity. Right? We exist. Therefore, there cannot be a beginning. There cannot be an end. Right? So it's been forever. I know we can't wrap our minds around it, but I can't wrap my mind around the fact I exist, so something was created from nothing. There's no fucking way. Right? Something's always had to be here because I exist. I'm talking to you guys, right? We're having communication, I think. So therefore, something has always had to exist. Adam and Eve was a restart. Jesus Christ was the end of their age, the end of their law, the end of sin, and that's Satan. There's going to be new Satans. There's a new Satan today. There will be a new Satan in the next stage, and the next stage, and the next stage, and the next stage. We just happen to live in this weird little fucking twilight zone where everybody's living in the past, even though the past says that the past was done, and we're living there so we don't even have any access to God. We've literally cut God off saying, God, it's the last of shit. You think he hasn't dealt with this before? This has been going on for eons, trillions of years, and it will always happen. He doesn't have a fucking name. You better be glad, man. Like, whenever he talked to Moses, he gave them the name Yahweh, right? Or Jehovah, the Latinized version of Yahweh. Before that, he said Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They didn't know his fucking name, you know? They didn't know his name. Do you understand that technology has nothing to do with circuit boards? That if you literally pick up a rock and you carve it into an axe and you put it on a piece of wood, that's fucking technology? Do you know the definition of technology? Anyway, God's name that he put in Israel, Yahweh, Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac didn't know him by that name. He said, by my name Yahweh, I was not known to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He gave them that name for the promised land. They went into the promised land. Then the Son of Yah came and fulfilled it, and God received a new name, and he went back to being just God Almighty. If he gave you a name in the flesh, then it would have real power, and anybody who desecrated that fucking name would be destroyed. You know, that we'd be living in a completely different time. D-Man! I don't know, I gotta say it like that. I imagine that's how you're saying it. D-Man! What about people who truly believe in Christ is still pretending per se? Per se. Are we speaking English? And if in their heart they die, will they... No. They will go to the lake of fire. Anybody who had a real love for truth would come to the truth. So everybody's got all these excuses. But what if they really just didn't know? What if they were actually good people just sitting in the churches? No. If you had an actual love for truth, you would have found truth. Sometimes nobody in the entire planet has truth. There are times in this world where nobody has any truth. It happens, right? If you can say that 5 people don't have truth, then you can say that 100 people don't have truth. If you can say 100 people don't have truth, you can say 1,000,000 people don't have truth. If you can say 1,000,000 people don't have truth, you can say 1,000,000,000 people don't have truth. If you can say 1,000,000,000 people don't have truth, you can say 1,000,000,000,000 people don't have truth. There are times whenever nobody's heart has ever been perfect towards God and they have never found the truth. There are times whenever whole generations are lost because we have free will. You know, oh, God gave me the truth. And if you don't believe me, go look at my shit. Right? He gave me the fucking truth because I did have that fucking heart, but I can't explain that. You guys would think I was talking pride or something else. You'd think everything in your fucking heart except for what was true. But nobody understood the Bible until God told me what the fuck was up. And I will always just say the truth. And then I'll always get comments. Derek, I love your content, but whenever you talk like you're actually something from God, I think you lose people. What you should actually do is say, well, I do believe, and maybe if God was, and we can all love each other. No, then I would still be looking for fucking truth. Would you debate people on panels? Dude, I've debated so many people, and now they won't debate me, so it's fine. Dude, I talked to Benjamin Netanyahu, right? Back in the day, you used to be able to leave comments on people's YouTube pages. You know, Tila Tequila, Kirk Cameron, and The Way of the Master, Paul Begley. I went back and forth with him for a while. I've done all this stuff. These guys won't fucking talk to me, you know? How do you know the truth? Tell the truth. There is no other way. All right, say, look, I am this size. It's this big. I don't shoot, I drip, right? Whatever. I actually shoot, but it doesn't matter. This isn't about pride. You got this, you got that. Always tell the truth. In spite of anything, tell the truth. I hid that towel under my bed. I was looking at that girl. Don't condemn yourself for it, and then you can always tell the truth. Because they're doing the same stuff. Name a car for an edit? I have no idea what you're talking about. But I can't even see your face because it's a spirit, ghost face. He shoots, he scores. What if when the... I can't say that. Are you trying to get me shut down, Jesse? You know there's certain words I can't say? I mean, I might be able to say something about the Third Reich, but I'm not allowed to mention that. We're looking for... Can't mention that either. In people's homes. Would it be a lie to them? There is none to protect them from evil. What if... Yeah, it'd be a lie, dude. What do you think evil is? You might live to be 70 years old. You shouldn't have lied. You should have given up your life. I don't care if you were 10. I don't care if you were 12. I don't care if you were 5. I don't care if you're 150. You should not lie to protect your flesh. If you knew that you had eternal life in heaven, if you actually understood life and understood that you had eternal life, you would not hurt somebody else to protect yourself. You would let yourself go. You would say, all right, bring it on. I didn't want to be in this place anyway. Everybody's trying to protect their life. Where do you think all murder comes from? My house, my job, my family, my country, my things, my religion, my this, my race. That's where it all comes from. Well, you don't hurt my family. Well, that's somebody else's family. Well, then always tell the truth, Cameron. If you want to know the truth like me, then you got to say some weird shit to your own mother, man. Because whenever I was a kid, she said, Derek, you scare me. Because she'd be like, Derek, what are you doing? And I'd be like, well, I was actually kind of just lusting and watching some stuff. Like, I understood that honesty was the way to God whenever I was like 12 years old. You know, I wasn't like, oh my God, no, I went to be, you know, I was like, well, Mom, this is what I was, you know, how you created me. Well, I was trying to do the same thing to a blanket, you know, God. I've listened to your videos a bit, and it seems like if you are right, all these churches are just passing the yeah, that is what they're doing, man. People are still going to hell. Hell only lasted for 40 years. Or hellfire, anyway, only lasted for 40 years. That's why whenever John the Baptist started preaching, the law and the prophets were until John. And then John started preaching, the kingdom of heaven was preached. And he said, now is the axe laid to the root of the tree. Now shall any tree that doesn't bring forth good fruit be hewn down and cast in the fire, because the Messiah was there, and he was preaching about the Messiah. He said, the Messiah is among us, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Whenever I baptized this guy, I did not know him, but I knew that God told me that whoever the Spirit rested upon would be the Messiah, and that he does exist, and I must decrease, and he must increase. So then Jesus Christ came, he got baptized, the Spirit rested upon him. And then whenever Jesus died, he went down and he preached to the souls in prison, those that believed him from Adam until his time, like Peter said, that all the souls, he went down and preached to them. Those that believed him got out and they went under waited under the altar, right? The bodies of them, which there's bodies celestial, bodies terrestrial. So the bodies of them were seen going into the holy city where they waited underneath the altar in the highest point of Jerusalem. That's why they built the temple there, right? Because it was the highest point. But those who didn't believe him went into a place called Gehenna. That's why he said they could burn body and soul in hell, that God could burn body and soul in hell, because Gehenna was a place in the lowest valley outside of Jerusalem where the people who didn't deserve a burial, man-stealers and manslayers and everybody, they were buried, and they were burned, and it was a fire that constantly went. So most of the time he was talking about Gehenna. Sometimes he was talking about Sheol, and it was translated to hell. I don't know. There's a whole thing there. I've already made videos on it. I was going to say I'd make another video on it, but guys, if you don't mind, hey, drop out, dude. You gotta stay for me. If you don't want to hear what the fuck I'm saying, that's fine. But like I said, I am drinking liquid and I have to go to the bathroom. So it'll only take me like 2 minutes, but I understand if you don't want to stay. If somebody was telling the truth, I would stay. If somebody's lying, I'd get the fuck out of here. But anyway, then Jesus Christ returned, right? And he cast the grave and Gehenna into the lake of fire. So hell only lasted, and it was just a torment. Hell only lasted. Their bodies and souls were burned in Gehenna for about 40 years from the time Jesus Christ died until he returned. And then the grave and Gehenna gave up their dead, and they were thrown into the lake of fire, which was the second death. The lake of fire was never thrown into anything. Detox from dishonesty. Sounds like a book I should write, man. Like, that's like a perfect title. What do we got? Why do people bully me? Well, man, everybody's going to do that. They got to feel better than you. They got to feel, you name it. But you could also be putting yourself in a place of a martyr. So who knows, man? I'm not a psychiatrist, and you can't ever give a right answer unless all parties involved are at hand. Like, who knows? Maybe you just said that word for attention. Maybe they're doing that because you said this stuff for attention. You put yourself in a place where you like the martyrdom complex. There could be anything in the whole fucking world. Like, why even ask that question? I'm talking about like truth and honesty and salvation, and you're worrying about that? Everybody hates me, man. I've lost everything in my life. You think I wasn't treated badly by others? Of course I was. Yes, wicked hearts are consumed by the lake of fire, absolutely. Whenever you die, you'll be a ghost. If you go into the light, and you weren't a good person, you'll go to a prison and wait for the end of this age. Like I said, there will be ages and ages and ages. There's going to be ages after this. Somehow, these Christians got it in their head that 6,000, 7,000 years is all of God's existence. Like, he's been here forever, dude. He's been creating. And that's why scientists will tell you how long the Earth's been here, Because Adam and Eve were a restart. Replenish the earth. Replenish means something was already there. He has been doing this for longer than we can imagine, and he will do this for longer than we can imagine. There will be ages, and people will have to tell the truth in those ages. This will just keep going. It's never going to stop happening. You're not a good person. If you need God, tell the truth. Like I said, always tell the truth. You say, look, I had this feeling in my pants. I did this, I mean, tell it. Tell it to your grandma. Tell the truth because everybody's hiding. So if you just tell the truth, then you will understand the truth about all things. You won't be twisted anymore. People say, what about this demon that's bothering me? Tell the truth. What about this problem that I have? Tell the truth. Right? What about, how do I understand that? Tell the truth. It's always tell the truth. That fixes everything. Right, but you need to tell the people that care. Right? I don't care. I know that you're not judged for that. Right? These other people are judging you. Something big is going to happen soon. You notice the bombs, bullets are starting to fly. When have they not flown? Except for the Pax Romana, Pokey Pokey. When have they not flown? But yes, something big is going to happen soon. You're right. But every person in every generation, like, come on, during the Black Plague, they had to think Jesus Christ is returning. This is it. Damn, a third of the world fucking died. This has got to be it. And then they got cholera, hundreds of years later. Oh, this has got to be it. Fuck, we all dead. And then World War I, World War II. Look, the biblical stuff already happened. Just throw that away. Read it for history. You will understand it better than anybody in the whole world. You'll understand it. Read it for history. But your faith has to be in a living God, not in some freaking dead book that nobody's added to in 2,000 years. You gotta have faith in a living freaking God, Yeah, bullets might be flying. They always do. You can't hear me? Can everybody else hear me? Jacques, can you hear me? Why you gotta scare me like that? Hey, Blake, it's one of my favorite sayings. Okay, thanks, Jail. It's one of my favorite sayings of all time. Quit seeking truth and tell the truth. Guys, at least factor my inebriation into what I'm saying. Because, what am I? Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm 12 in right now. So at least factor in what I'm saying. And look, if you're bored with me or you don't want to hear me whenever I'm in this state of mind, that's fine. But if I tell a lie, will you please tell me? Then you would be my friend. If I tell a lie, I don't want you to submit to what the fuck I'm saying. I don't want you to be like, oh my God, Derek Scott. No. You would be my best friend if you caught me in a lie. And if I tell a lie and if I say something that's not true, save my soul. Tell me and I will fix it right there. Hey, what's up, Wade Wallace? I like the name Wallace, of course, because of Braveheart, but I'm sure you've thought about that many times, being that your name is Wallace. Hey, what's up, Blake? Yeah, I love that, Dog Hollywood. That's kind of cool, yeah. Well, I guess they're about the same, actually, because if it's a true friend, then you expect them to tell you the truth, but so that might be a twisted comment, actually. Let's see, Derek, my best friend, and he would never lie to you. He tells. I think that I tell only the truth. If I'm not, well, then don't do it anymore, Mr. Tarzan. You don't got to do it. I hate it. Don't you remember how much you hated it? You miss the oral fixation, but God, you do not hate how it makes you feel. If you got out of it, stay the fuck out of it, man. Or don't. I mean, I really don't care. Your soul won't change on what you put into your body, so You know, if you want to do it, there's so many factors that go into it. Do you want to live? Do you want to be this? What's your constitution? How do you believe in God? What you actually think? Do you think the eating's pork's bad? If you think the eating's pork's bad, then whenever you're eating's the pork's, then it's gonna be bad because you're doing it against what you think is God. Therefore, your conscience is gonna be fucking defiled. Now, if you know the eating's the pork's ain't bad, then you can eat the porks, but you can't lift yourself up with pride saying, well, since I can eat the porks, I'm better than the people that don't eat the porks, So then if you lift yourself up, then it's going to be bad for you. So maybe you got to turn back to eating the porks. Fuck. I don't know. What the fuck? No, you got to watch your conscience all the time, Got to watch your conscience, man. And do it because none of it matters, dude. I've had God come and talk to me, man. I used to fast 3 days a week. I used to eat nothing but good food. I didn't even put sugar in my oatmeal, all this stuff. And then I got into this drinking stuff, and I'm praying to God, praying to God, praying to God. God, I could just do your message and not have hangovers. I could do all this. What do you want me to do, God? And then what does he do? Does he come and say, Derich, stop drinking? Derich, stop doing? No, he literally came to me in a dream and said, Derich, this is your tomb. He said, make it or break it. He literally said, I don't care. And I said, meek, master, meek, I got to go to my grave either way. He was like, dude, you can eat broccoli, you can eat pork, you can drink, or you can be healthy. He didn't give one good goddamn rat's ass about my fucking flesh. He just said, this is your tomb. This is where you're going to end up, buddy. This is a fact. All right. You're going to this goddamn grave. Now, you either do it meekly or not. You either do it the right way or not. He wasn't saying, try to make yourself live to be 100. He was saying, I don't care what you do. Say the right things. I don't care if you live a day, tell the truth. I don't care if you live 180 years, tell the truth, So he had no love for me. He had no worry about my flesh. Don't want to sound crazy, but is there a difference from Satan? Oh, of course there's a difference, dude. Robs, dude, go read that in Isaiah again. We got all this weird kind of fucking bullshit coming up about Satan and Lucifer. Lucifer was literally the king of Babylon way before Nebuchadnezzar, right? Nebuchadnezzar, right? He was the king in Babylon. The worms ate his flesh. Satan is way different than Lucifer. It's not even close, man. Go read that again. How did the worms eat Satan's flesh? Now, Lucifer wasn't Nimrod either. Lucifer was before Nimrod. Everybody's trying to say some weird stuff. I didn't mean to step on your toes there, Doc Hollywood, but no, he wasn't. Can I say, hey, Kathleen? Are you trying to say that you like my voice? Are you hitting on me? Brianna, wife, there's somebody in here that says she likes my voice. She wants me to say her name. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. That is such a generalized statement today, but it is absolutely true. Is Jesus Satan, Derek? No, he's not. Not the original Jesus. My book, Jesus is Satan. Brianna came in. Somebody said, can you say my name? Can you just say hi, Kathleen? And I said, Brianna, some girl in here says she wants me to say her name. She must love my voice. Anyway, my book, Jesus is Satan, is about the actual name of Satan, which means adversary. So Jesus, the real Jesus, defeated the real Satan. But now the Satan of today is this fake Jesus. Of course, it's deception. Satan is deception. And what's at the top of all of the deception in the world today, from Constantine until today, actually from Papias until today? Like, what's the deception? It's this fake Jesus. I'm gonna say something I shouldn't say. Get off me. All right.
Love you.
Love you. No, it's just the new adversary of God today is this fake Jesus, this fake Christian. No, I'm not Christian. Christianity ended in 70 AD. Everything in the Bible already happened. Jesus Christ already returned. The 1,000-year reign already happened. It ended in 70 AD. Satan was thrown into the lake of fire. There is nothing, not a single tidbit of information in that Bible for us, because what Jesus did was so amazing that he gave us back to the Father, that we have to know the Father directly. We have to be honest and tell the truth in our own lives and not be hypocrites, so that we don't twist the things that are true, so that we can actually know God in this day and age and know what is happening. Because God doesn't come from books. Actually, whenever he gave books, it was a curse, and he came and he fulfilled the books, and then they added 27 letters to the books, made it a bigger book, and called it the law. Whenever the law was a curse that was given because of their transgressions, because they weren't good. You want me to quit yapping? Well, then get off my page and go yap yourself. We'll keep yapping, man. You think I'm just going to, oh my God, my whole life changed because no, I can't even say your name. Let's just call you 21. You know, you're literally a troll trying to get people shut down. You have in your name something so controversial that could get me shut down. No, you go yap somewhere else. All right, anyway. God made all things new. Sure. But if you were saying that to impress me, if you want to impress me, all right, if you want to impress me, you tell me the size of it, the girth of it, and what you did while she wasn't looking. If you tell me something like that, you will impress me. If you say some weird poem shit out of Shakespeare, that's not gonna fucking impress me, you know? Yakety yak, Blake. I just watch out for people's souls, man. You know, forget me not. You might be a great person, but I want you to be so enamored with truth that you say it so bluntly that there's never a object of turning inside your spirit. There's never a notion where you turn around and you say something weird, you know, for any reason. Say what is actually true constantly. It doesn't matter what you lose. It doesn't matter if you lose yourself. It doesn't matter. Say what's true. True. Sorry guys, I got this problem with my phone now to where it won't Hey Doc Hollywood, thank you so much, man. You guys don't understand. From the 29th until the 12th, I make almost no money. I mean, I get like $0. You know, it's not until the 5th, the 12th. Patreon starts coming through. The 15th, I get TikTok. The 21st, I get YouTube, and the 25th to the 27th, I get my book sales. But it is this place from like the 29th to the 12th. It's almost like zero. It's terrible. So I'm very thankful. Guys, I can't shut my phone off because something happened with my. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I love you, Cameron. That's what I'm talking about, man. Nah, man. Why are you asking me about Islam? Islam was literally a religion 600 years after Jesus Christ. And they inducted. Is that the right word? Inducted? Yeah, that's the right word. They inducted Judaism, Christianity, and old Islam into one religion to save themselves because they saw Rome taking over the whole fucking world. They saw the Christianization of Europe. They saw everything that was happening. So they inducted three religions together, right? You guys still don't understand that sin is over. You're still trying to live by the law. You got every single thing fucking mixed. We got David, we got Moses, we got Jesus, but Jesus wasn't Jesus. And we got the law, and then you got people disagreeing over your book that you say has no contradictions, and they killed each other just to get the book in the first place. You know, just follow the prophet. What's my favorite color is purple. Are you a psychiatrist? Are you trying to figure out what my problem is? My favorite color used to be green, now it's purple. Oh, thanks, JL. Yeah, I did. I locked myself in a room for 4 months. I can't say that most people have ever said that. And the fulfillment Bible that I wrote, I wish I could turn this down, but I can't. Sorry, guys, for all the notifications. The fulfillment Bible that I wrote it in past tense, and I think it's the first Bible ever written in past tense. It's just the New Testament. But I just realized that the other day, and I thought it was amazing because whenever I wrote it, I wrote it with I don't know, naivete. I just wrote it because stuff that God told me. But then afterwards, I was like, oh, you know what? I don't think anybody's ever written a Bible in past tense before. I think I'm the only one. I thought that was cool. Gabriel apparently gave Muhammad the Quran. Look, I don't discount Muhammad's spiritual experience. I used to be a Christian. I saw Jesus many times. I traveled across the country. I lived with the Amish. I sold everything. I had no electricity. I lived in cults, I saw this fake Jesus many times. I got healed by this Jesus. My bones grew back together by this Jesus. I don't discount Muhammad or Joseph Smith or anything. Spirituality is spirituality. But I discount whether or not your spirituality is truth. A million people go dip themselves in the Ganges every year. A lot of them get healed. Well, are we saying that the angels can't trouble the water? The Bible says that the angels came down and troubled the water, and anybody that stepped in the water was healed. So it's just not true. Everybody's fucking spiritual, and everybody's looking for this. I don't know, this plumb line, this level. They're saying, "Where's it written?" What's this fact that I have that lets me know that I have the truth? Nothing. Only truth lets you know that you have the truth. If you tell the truth in every situation in your life, then you have the truth. If you don't, you don't. And that is the way for all people. I don't care if you've seen demonic possession like I've seen 6 people at a time. I don't care if you've seen things against physics. I don't care if you've been healed by this Jesus. I don't care if you lived in South Louisiana like me and the voodoo people and the hoodoo people and everything else. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't care if you're Cajun. I don't care if you are from Haiti. I don't care if you are a Muslim. I don't care if you're from Tibet, Taiwan. I don't care if you're from fucking India. I don't care. I don't care if you can create a God on a Tuesday and he gave you fucking luck. I don't care. What I'm telling you is something more than you can ever fucking imagine. Never lie about the size of it, what you did, where you're going, who you thought about, what you actually thought about. Never lie about anything, and then you have the true God. Then you have the true God. If you tell the truth, you have the true God. If you're honest in your everyday life, you'll be honest whenever you're asleep. If you don't understand what I'm saying, hey, join the club. Where can anybody go? Can I ask you guys that, honestly? Get on another live. You will see them lying, squirming, manipulating in just seconds, probably. If you don't see them in seconds, you will see them in minutes. Let me ask you, where can you go where somebody would say everything that I just said? Where can you go where somebody says honesty is the only way to God? Where they're not making excuses for the Bible, for spirituality, for history, for anything. Can you find somebody else? If you can, let me know. If not, you have to ask yourself, how did this guy tell us the truth about the Bible that nobody's ever said? And how am I on his live and everything he says is being honest? Like, ask. You're going to go to Islam? Which part? You going to go live in Jordan? You going to be Sunni? Are you a Sunni? Let me know. You read the same books. Are you a Sunni? Doesn't matter. Well, then leave, dude. Don't give me a fucking, like, you. All right, so you put yourself up to be more special than me. You think that I think that I'm more special than everybody else, so you ask me a question. You said if you don't answer, I'm leaving, but then that puts you up to more speciality than I am. So leave. Hey, I never got to talk to you again. You outsmarted me, man. Get out. I never talked to anybody like the likes of you, man. You said a lot of truth. No, what I was actually saying was, hey, on my live, somebody else said something more true than what the fuck I've said tonight. Has somebody else asked me a question, you know? Absolutely, JL. And you can't ever be above somebody that tells the truth. If I tell the truth and you tell the truth, we are the exact same, right? We cannot put ourselves above somebody else. If we try to put yourself above somebody else, you've lost it already. If you tell everybody that they already have the truth in them, if they would just tell it, then you all become equal. If you try to tell everybody that they have to listen to you, which you should listen to me if I'm telling you the truth. But the only way that you can understand the truth is if you already tell the truth in your own life, right? So we should become equal. If there's anything that we're doing that makes us less than equal or more than equal, then we're wrong. Orthodoxy's the truth? Yeah, go tell that to Russia. Why don't we just go over there and play chess with them? Chess actually stopped the Cold War. I love chess, by the way. But chess stopped the Cold War. Wasn't that amazing? That a board game stopped the Cold War? That was so cool. But then we converted 80% of their country to Orthodoxy, whenever before that they were atheist or other. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yes, Christianity ended in 70 AD. Am I really an angel? No, you're not yet. You're still living your body. But you are a ghost. But your ghost, you're a living soul. Every person's a living soul. Your spirit is your persona. So you got a soul. Every single person born has a soul. God places that soul into the person. Then he gives you free will. You can decide to start lying as soon as you're born, right? We all look at these things like they're just little balls of flesh, right? Oh, look at that baby, that little ball of flesh. No, they already have a personality. They're already deciding whether or not they're going to lie or whether or not they're going to tell the truth, you know? They're already there. So your spirit is your persona. It's your spirit. It's your personality. And your personality changes the fact whether or not your soul is light or dark. I'm not governed by my ego, buddy. I know the Bible better than anybody in the world. That sounds like ego, right? But I threw it all away. And I said I didn't know shit. And then God told me the truth. It came from somewhere else. So like Paul said, if you received it, why do you boast as if you didn't receive it? I received it from somewhere else. So then how can I boast? I can't boast. I didn't know shit. It's not even called free will. It's called free choice. You can either give up your will for God or you can do your own will. It's not free will. It's free choice. Liar, liar, lake of fire. Well, if you want to be an angel, just tell the truth. There's how long do I gotta say this, bro? Don't try to say anything smart. Do not try to lift yourself up. Do not try to put yourself down. Do not try to be this. Do not try to be Jesus. Do not try to be God. Do not try to be a scholar or a theologian. Don't try to be beneath any of them either. Just tell the truth in your everyday life and then you have God. The only way to get the right answer to a question is to tell the truth. If you don't tell the truth, then you don't exist. Your whole your whole persona, your whole spiritual makeup doesn't exist. You've made people believe that you were something that you were not. You're a fairy tale, so you're going to burn up and you're not going to exist because lies don't exist. Only truth exists. If you tell the truth, then you cannot die. You will live forever. If you don't tell the truth, then you will not exist because your spirit, your personality doesn't exist. So make sure with blatancy, every word that you say to somebody is so true, right? And then you'll become an angel because you are a ghost. You are a free choice spirit. You can choose good, you can choose evil. If you choose evil, then you are void of light. If you choose good, you are void of darkness. If you become darkness, then you become a demon. If you become light, then you become an angel. So just tell the truth. That's all you got to do. I don't know, but you're asking questions. Whenever somebody's asking questions, you're putting me above you. You're putting me above you into a place that you can never attain because you're asking questions whenever you had the truth inside of you the whole time. You could have told the truth and came to the same conclusion that I came to by telling the truth. Two people do not agree because they agree with each other. Two people agree whenever they individually agree with truth or God. If you're asking me questions, you're setting me up in a point where you do not already have it yourself. So where are you going to go? Are you going to be my lapdog for the rest of your life? Are you going to realize that we should be equal, which is what you should do? Right? Or are you going to get so jealous because you ask me questions that you're going to deny everything that I say, try to find something else other than what I say, and put yourself above me and put me beneath you? And again, whether beneath or above, you lost it. If you're asking questions, then you don't know. If you're asking me, then I'm not directing you towards God. But you can also ask out of a good heart, so that's fine. But you should become equal with me. Let's become equal. Don't put yourself above or below. Let's become equal. If you're trying one or the other, thank you, JL. If you're trying one or the other, you'll never find it. I guess it's going to post this to YouTube, guys. Hey, you guys know how inebriated I was. Blake, JL, should I let this post to YouTube? I could say that for a bad reason or good reason. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I probably won't even remember tonight, but I do believe in myself for one thing, that I will tell the truth no matter what. Everybody else is like, well, I can't drink because that makes me a bad person. It makes me do things that the only reason that you do things whenever you're drunk that you don't do whenever you're sober is because you want to do them whenever you're sober. Everybody thinks that what I put into my body affects me. No, it doesn't. Yeah, you just haven't come to grips with, or I can't think of the right word. You've not brought it out. You're lying. You're hiding whenever you're completely sober. So whenever you do something that makes you off kilter, you let the truth out. You should let the truth out whenever you're sober, and then you wouldn't have a problem whenever you were. Everybody's trying to blame everything on something else. You know? Don't blame it on nothing else. I don't judge nobody. You know, my brother was doing much harder shit that I've never even thought about. I never judged him for it. I judged him for lying, stealing, you know, all that stuff. What? I never judged his flesh. I can't do Benadryl. Benadryl's my favorite thing ever, dude. You have no idea. Have you ever had like 20 and then, you know, popped a couple Benadryl for... Oh man, I didn't realize what was happening to me. My feet kept swelling up. I couldn't breathe, and then my face looked like Quasimodo. I didn't have allergies in my life, but then I realized I was so allergic to Benadryl, like super allergic reaction. You always tell the truth. Yeah, so do that. Smoke whatever, but everybody gets on my ass about it. Well, then who cares if they get on your ass about it? If they get on your ass about it, Cameron, tell the fucking truth. All right, you look up their favorite artist of all time, their favorite music of all time, and you will find that they wear makeup. They're guys wearing makeup. They're guys doing this. They're smoking tobacco, right? Just always tell the truth. They get on your ass about it because they care about you so much, or they want to control you so that you can live in their image, so that you can present them as something that they're not. They have so many skeletons in their closet, you will never know. Oh, well, thanks, Robs. I just hate YouTube for a lot of reasons. They don't send a lot of people through. Like on TikTok, on my main account, I would get like 3,000, sometimes 8,000, sometimes 12,000 people would come through my live, you know. Here on YouTube, what did I get? Like, I don't know, 50, you know. So my thing's about evangelizing, and I guess it's because I'm not trying to wield people into my image or some kind of cult, you know? I don't have this like, oh, look at me, man. You got to believe what you know. And then you do have to believe what I say. But I'm just not trying to like mold people into some kind of image. So I don't come on here and I don't get my jollies off and my endorphins don't set off the fucking rafters because 22 people are in my life, you know? I just want to tell new people. I want to tell new people. Whatever site gives me new people that could possibly hear the truth that could become equal to me, right? If you happen to get above me in some way, please bring me with you. Okay? If you happen to get above me, please bring me with you because if I don't believe you, I'm doing evil. If you happen to know something more than me, if you say something that is true and I don't believe you, please bring me with you. I don't know. It's fine. Name a YouTuber for a edit, please. I don't even understand what that means, man. Can I say hi to you? What's up, Hadi? Hadi! That's all I really want, Blake. But I do have this problem in myself. I really did go live with the Amish. I really did travel in cults. I really did see 6 people get possessed at one time in the same house. Another person against physics. You know, I got this stuff in videos. So sometimes, whenever I feel like my life in this flesh is about to leave me, then I want people to understand. It doesn't matter. I'll shut up. It's fine. Hello, Governor. I was working on the Lily's Fair, and she was headlining. Are you talking to me? It's pronounced Blackie. Do you have a level 10 Ohio Riz? What the hell are you guys saying? Oh my god, am I that old? What does this mean? Do you have a level 10 Ohio Riz? I mean, I am from Ohio. I'm from Troy, Ohio. 20 miles north of Dayton. But what the hell does that mean? I want to be Jesus, bro. Well, everybody should want to be Jesus, but that's a thing that we can never live up to. You're not born of a virgin, man. You're not born of a virgin. It can't happen. You can never be Jesus. Troy Ounce, my boy? What the fuck is going on? Are you guys messing with my drunk fucking mind? Yo, we sipping too. Troy Ounce, my boy. Ohio Riz. Okay. Is there like a whole Ebonics dictionary that everybody's read and I got no fucking clue what's happening? Oh, thank you, JL. He is the word, Cameron. I met him also in and out of body experience. You would never even say in and out of body experience if you haven't read the fucking words of Paul. So we already know that you're fucking lying, Keith. In and out. Was I in the body or out of the body? God knoweth. I knew a man about 12 years ago that was caught up to the third heaven, in or out of the body, God knoweth. And this man heard words that were unspeakable and unlawful to utter. And this man shall I believe, in and out of the body, God knoweth. Like, nobody would, you don't, are you fucking Shakespeare? Are you fucking Shakespeare? All of a sudden, Shakespeare has King James write a fucking Bible, and all of a sudden the Holy Spirit talks in fucking Elizabethan English, right? Now he doesn't talk to us in fucking English. He doesn't talk to us in our own words. Now we got to listen to people fucking translating shit saying, "Thou hast said, thou art my word. He is but shall not be what I said." Fuck. Like, what? What a weird fucking spirit, man. Yeah. It was a tale of two cities. Romeo, oh Romeo, how art thou Romeo? Guys, should I? All right, so, somebody help me out. I might be getting a little too inebriated. Should I? No, I'm not trolling, dude. I've been making videos forever. Fucking, it's all lying comments. Are you trolling? Are you this? Are you? Fuck. Should I just go before I get behind myself instead of ahead of myself to get it behind myself? Bro, what is no cap on God? Your voice kinda have Kia Conant Ohio Riz, bro. What the fuck, dude? All right, let me tell you a story since you're saying something. Do you know who? Oh shit, I just forgot the name. Love Ohio. Hang on, I'm from Heber Heights. Before I lived in Troy, I lived in Heber Heights. So there's this band. Fuck, man, what's their name? Heights is in their name. Hawthorne Heights. Do you know who Hawthorne Heights is? Now I'm talking to the guy from Ohio. Do you know who Hawthorne Heights is? Before I was of legal age, he worked at UDF, United Dairy Farmers, right down the road from me. And he used to give me things that were illegal for me to have. Like, I knew Hawthorne Heights before they ever fucking got famous, you know? So, yeah, anyway. Ohio's for Lovers. That's what it was called. Yeah, I knew that. I knew the guys before they ever got famous. United Dairy Farmers. Thank you guys for all those drunken nights under the apple tree, under the orchard, outside of the schoolyard. I'm grateful. But yeah, he was just a little layman working at the fucking UDF. You know, dipping ice cream for people, selling them some fucking milk. Like I said, guys, I'm probably inebriated. Maybe I should go. Truth, dude. I'll always tell the truth. Somebody asks me a question, I'll fucking tell the truth. That is the difference. Well, yeah, the feds are watching. You know, I had a friend. He's friends with. I actually had two friends. They're friends with federal agents. My ex-wife's cousin is in the FBI. You know, literally came to all the family dinners and shit. She was like super rich. You know, they had the only gothic house in the whole fucking county. Underground pool, 20-foot cathedral ceilings upstairs and downstairs. Literally had gargoyles on their fucking roof. I mean, I'm telling you, like FBI kind of fucking people, and I'm on a watch list. Yeah, they're wondering if I'm gonna start a fucking cult. So I thought that was funny. But yeah, I'm on a fucking watch list. Yeah. Which I would never start a cult. You know why? Because I've already been in cults. People yell, "Why are you giving the babies more food than what we got? They should be living for God like us." It's like they're fucking babies, man. So we give them more food, you know? Fuck. They're like, "Why'd you use so much fucking water out of the 5-gallon bucket? You know, we only got a 10-gallon reservoir in our fucking wood stove here in our Amish house, and we're taking showers out of fucking buckets with nozzles down in the fucking basement. Well, why'd you use so much I mean, everybody gets so fucking mad. Did you get an extra scoop of zucchini relish? I mean, I hate it. I would never live with any of you guys. Absolutely hate it. All right, I haven't been looking as much. Would you stop with your shit? You're really fucking me up. W Riz or L Riz? Guys, am I seeing this right? Or did I take something I didn't know I took? W Riz or L Riz? Serious question. Go ahead and smoke, man. Chronic. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door. Ready to make an entrance, so back on up. Well, give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, man, you know you're in trouble. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Two smoked out niggas gone crazy. But back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I'm gonna make you understand from a young G's perspective. All right, I'll stop. Guys, I'm the one that is drinking and I can't understand your statements. Are you a dream? Like, bro, I know you're there, dream. I'm outside your left window. Like, what is going on? Like, you guys are sober? You got nothing in you. Uh, I don't know. What's my motherfucking name? Snoop Dogg. Dog. Why are you guys staying to be entertained? Look, ask me a question, I'll answer it. It's fine. From the depths of the sea back to the black Snoop Doggy dogs funkying up the dock. I got so little on that ass. Oh no, I'm actually from Ohio, so I'm more like, we had to get him up with two guns, with side by side my number one. Bada ba jack my big John with the pulpit shit, so must be had him done. Picked up my six shot, pumps blood, spit up, got a lit up out of the hammy cuff, but a lazy blew his head off. All right, anyway, what are we doing? Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right, that makes sense. I just didn't know that song. Thanks, zombies. You're actually on my level, and I didn't even understand. Somebody ask a real question, I'll tell a real question. If you want to keep getting my goat and make me act like a fool, I will keep acting like a fool. My last name is Jester. By the way, this is my real name, Derich Jester. Exactly how it's spelled. Look me up. Derichjester. This is real. Jester's not some funny fucking spoof name. This is my fucking name. Everybody's always like, yeah, that's why you picked the name Jester. I didn't pick the name Jester. My fucking dad gave it to me. We come from just I was just acting mad. I'm not actually mad. You guys are the sober ones. You know this is going to be posted on YouTube. So you let me know when to go, okay? If you want to help me out, be like, Derek, you're getting a little out there. You need to go ahead and fucking go. And I'll be like, all right, thank you. And then I'll click out, you know? She said chill, damn. She didn't spell damn right. She said chill, damn, like she wants me to put some ice cubes, in a fucking damn. I don't know. I'm like gonna go to the Hoover Dam and never mind. See, see, your schizophrenia is showing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not schizophrenic. My ex-girlfriend was though. That was fun. Stay, my G. Being real is rare. Fuck. All right, fine. I'll start. Is all control platforms AI equals 19 degrees Luciferian Masonic Master Pontiff level? Jibbity, you know, it's annoying. Adorson, we are all jibbity jabbity goobity goop. I said, hey, son, but I hot new. Ha, ha, no, son, you call out, no, I know, what's no my neck, cola. And that's what it fucking sounded like, man. Who the fuck cares? Like, let me just read it again. I love this. Like, I laugh whenever I go to bed. Hang on, Bernard. It all AI control platforms AI equals 19 degrees Luciferian Masonic Master Pontiff level. Dude, I understood what you saying so much, man. I'm gonna divorce my wife. I just gotta know. I gotta come there and have you make me some goddamn chicken. Bro, I want to step on you to get over you and prey, which is like birds of prey. They get attacked by wild things all the time. On you while I pray for you. You want to pray on me while you pray for me? Keith. Yeah, look, can I just say something real important to you? All right? Your own personal Jesus Someone who hears your prayers, someone who cares. Reach out and touch faith. Boom, bam, ba-dum, bam. I can't do it. Like, stop. Why do people have this need, this psychological? It's a detriment to yourself, you know. This it's a psychological ramification to if you can say everything that nobody else understands, then that means that you understand everything that nobody else understands, and that gives you a reason to do everything that you've done because nobody else understands you. Like, does somebody actually want to put that kind of shit out there? No, they would never say it. So what do? They say a whole bunch of weird, twisted fucking words and saying, well, they don't understand what I'm saying. Nobody understands what I'm saying. My psychiatrist doesn't understand what I'm saying. So I must be better than every person that ever fucking lived. It doesn't make any sense. You realize what you're doing is a coping mechanism for all of your evil. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People that do understand know exactly what the fuck I'm saying. You guys told me to stay on. I was going to leave. Thank you, Brandon. I never thought maybe I should. Name 10 books. What the fuck are you talking about? Like Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians. Like, do you mean like books of the Bible? Or do you mean like books that I've actually read? Like, what do you mean? Like, you literally just told everybody exactly what I was saying. That people like to say things that nobody else understands. So then they can think they're smarter. I really liked It Can't Happen Here. I like The Inside of the Cup by Winston Churchill. Now, if I say Winston Churchill, you're going to think of the Winston Churchill. But Winston Churchill was also an English writer, which was very amazing at the time of Darwin. Well, I've read a shit ton of fucking... Well, no, I actually haven't read that many books. But I've read very important books. You've probably read way more books than me, bro. Tell the truth if you want to tell the truth. You know, we'll bounce off of truth and truth, but whether or not somebody went and picked up a paper copy of something that somebody else wrote down because they got it out of a spirit and out of a belief that they had already read previous to them, then no, we really don't have anything to talk about, bro. But if you want to talk about the truth in your everyday life, hey, hit me up. Let's go toe to toe. Leave Christianity now. It's all lie. Absolutely, Blake. Thank you. Jesus finished his work. You guys told me to stay on. I don't have to stay on, obviously, but I do have to go to the bathroom again. Do you guys think that I was just talking to you and not drinking any more fluid? Courage? I was. You love Jesus Christ. So does Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Which one are you going to vote for? Their policies are 100% polar of each other. Who are you going to vote for? Donald Trump, that worships Jesus Christ, kneels down and worships Jesus? Or Biden, who kneels down and worships Jesus? Which one are you going to vote for? Are they both going to heaven? What about their wives? It's fucking weird. You should tell the goddamn truth in your life. Like I said, I had to pee. I'm sorry. I got to go pee. I was trying to act like this Ryan Reynolds. Oh my god, I'm still acting like him. Yeah, I'm gonna point out the window. I know you've seen my comments. Why didn't you answer my comments, Derek? You've gotten millions of views. You've gotten millions of followers throughout your 15-year career. You've talked to famous people. I know you see my comments, but you can't answer my comments. My comments were deleted. I'm the best person in the whole goddamn, oh my God, the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind, he was in a, yeah, gotcha. Well, he was willing to make a deal. Devil jumped up on a hickory stump, said, boy, let me tell you what. Is that what you want? You want country? No, you don't want country. Well, that ain't really country. Bro, what? Oh, God. I see it every day. Everybody's always like, where's my comment? You deleted it, didn't you? You're scared, aren't you? You deleted my comment. Fuck, I was going to the bathroom. Deleted your comment. Like I give enough fuck about a fucking Karen making some goddamn carrots. I gotta delete that comment. Don't want people to see that. Maybe you said something derogatory on YouTube? Fucking deleted it? I don't know. And we're looking at my clean clothes basket right here. If you love Jesus, then you worship God and God alone. Love that. I like that. That's how you honor Christ. You honor Christ by believing them, man. JL. I'm not saying don't believe the Bible. I'm not saying don't believe Jesus. I'm telling you to actually believe what the fuck they said. I'm telling you to fuck the Catholics and fuck the Protestants and believe what Jesus and the apostles actually said. That generation didn't pass until all things were fulfilled. Some of them standing there would not taste death until they saw the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. The coming of the Lord drew nigh. The end of all things was at hand. They were looking and hastening to the day of God. The time is short, brethren. Let those who have wives be as though they have none. May God preserve your whole body, souls, and spirits until the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. John the Baptist was Elijah that was for to come, and he said, O generation of vipers, who has warned you to flee from the wrath to come? The wrath was coming on them. Paul told the Thessalonians that God saved them from the wrath to come. They were not in darkness, that day should overtake them as a thief. May God preserve their whole body, souls, and spirits until the coming of their Lord Jesus Christ. There were many antichrists, thereby they knew that it was the last time. The book of Revelation said, John writes that things must shortly come to pass. John was their fellow brother and companion in tribulation. That's why he was on the prison isle of Patmos under Nero. Those that pierced Jesus would see him and wail because of him. Hold that fast what they had already until he came. Behold, he was coming quickly, and his reward is with him. He who testified in the churches said that he was coming quickly, right? Even so, come quickly, Lord Jesus. Let those that are righteous be righteous still. Let those that are holy be holy still. We can all quote the Bible, guys. The truth will set you free. But people won't understand that I know the truth. They won't even understand, JL, that the whole time that I've been on here, I've not said a single lie. They'll call me a liar. Everybody on here will call me a liar. But they can't tell a time where I told a single fucking lie. So if any of you guys can do that disagree with me, I would love it. Tell me where I said one thing that was a lie. Now you go to anybody else in the whole fucking world. You go to any other live, you go to any other video, and you will find them lying within the first 2-3 minutes. Now tell me, the hour and 42 minutes that I've been on here, tell me one fucking lie that I've said. Just one. Can you? That's absolutely true, JL. It's what John the Baptist said. It's what Jesus said. But can somebody? You guys say that you hate me. No, I don't want any more bullshit comments. Tell me somewhere where I lied. Do I always get belligerent? That's what you gotta say. I'm asking. Look, I absolutely hate. All right. Sometimes I weep myself to sleep, not because of myself, not because of my own children. I weep myself to sleep because there are people across the world that are dying with half their heads blown off and their mother is holding them in their hands, right? And they have that. So I have real empathy. I'm not asking you to talk about whether or not I'm belligerent, whether or not I'm prideful, whether or not anything else, because pride comes from lies. So I'm asking you one single question, man. Tell me where I lied in one fucking aspect of anything that I ever said. I lied through omission? What? Okay, you're probably with me. Thanks, Brandon White. Well, most of them are, yeah. But I have to pinpoint my enemies because they give me more stuff to talk about. So, anyways, get it? Your name's anyways. It's fine. It's just, I've been doing this for 15 years, I think, maybe 14 years, JR, you know? And I always say, tell me where I lied. Just anybody else that talks, I can tell them where they lie, like instantly, you know? I got them, like 2 seconds. I can prove a lie. Everybody else, they come in here and they say, Derich, you're a liar. You're doing this for pride. You just think this and you think that and you think you're the next fucking Jesus and you think you're the next fucking God. And I'm like, no. They're always setting me up in lies, you know, to try to debunk what I'm saying rather than talking about what I'm actually saying. But I always say, tell me where I lied, and they never have a fucking answer. And we're talking 15 years, bro. Hundreds of thousands of comments, millions of views, and they can never tell me where I lied. I do have a question. How do we explain the rapture dreams that many people are? Well, let me ask you a question. And this is what Jesus said, by the way. So don't write me off saying, well, you're just trying to be this or that by asking me a question. They asked Jesus a question. He said, was John's baptism from heaven or of men? And they couldn't answer. He said, you answer my question, I'll answer your question. But they couldn't answer. So he said, neither do I answer your question. Right? So you say the rapture dreams, so I'm going to ask you a question. What about your grandparents' rapture dreams? What about their grandparents' rapture dreams? What about their grandparents' rapture dreams? You get where I'm going. That is one question, because I'm saying, what about your whole lineage for 2,000 years? What about their rapture dreams? But I will tell you the truth. That the people in the first century told the truth. Jesus and the apostles, the rapture happened in their lifetime. The believers fled for 1,260 days. The serpent was cast down. Now had come salvation, the kingdom of their God, and the power of his Christ. And the devil was cast down, and his tail drew a third part of the stars, and he did cast them to the earth, and he chased the woman, the remnant of her seed, into the wilderness for 1,260 days. The two witnesses came and preached for 1,260 days. And then the beast, the eighth head, was let out of perdition because he went into perdition. He went into the bottomless pit. He was of the seven, but he was the eighth. And whenever Satan was let back out of his bottomless pit, he overcame the two witnesses, and they stood up on their feet, and they were caught up into heaven after 1,260 days. And that's whenever the believers that fled into the wilderness were caught up, because the rapture happened in their lifetime. That's why Paul told them, some of you shall not sleep, but we will all be changed in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. So the rapture happened back then. It did all come to pass. But you will have dreams of anything. If you believe in Jesus, if you believe you're a Christian, you'll have dreams of the rapture, but they'll be false. What did God tell them? He said, whenever the law was first given, if anybody dreams a dream and it doesn't come to pass, fear not that prophet. And if a prophet prophesies something that is wrong, put them to death. They say that they have spoken for the Lord, and they have not. Now, my prophecies always come to pass. I said that Donald Trump would not win the election. I laid down on camera, didn't know what God would tell me, and I had a dream. I laid down for 45 minutes. You can go look it up. I had a dream before Donald Trump, and I said that he would not win. I said Joe Biden would win, and I said that there would be a shift in the balance of power. And the Democrats got the White House, the Senate, and the House. They got the majority on the last possible day of the electorate. And then everything crumbled, just like I said it would in a dream. And then I said that I saw a red being, swinging back and forth, and that there was a storm coming behind them. And Benjamin Netanyahu got ousted afterwards. And then he became prime minister again. And now we see that storm that's happening. And then the Republicans, or they got the majority back to where it wasn't majority White House. So, but I actually laid down and I told everybody, and I said it beforehand. I said, if I tell you something that's not true, I said, I'm going to lay down on camera. And if I tell you something that's not true, never believe me again. I said, I'm a liar and I've never heard from God. I say, but I tell you that we don't have Jesus today and we don't have the Holy Spirit today. So if what I tell you comes to pass, then it is true. I said, but these people that believe that they have Jesus and the Holy Spirit, they will not admit whenever they're wrong. But I said, you never believe me again. I said, if I give a false prophecy, then never believe me again. Then I laid down and said Trump wouldn't win, and Trump didn't win. Then I laid down and said there would be a shift in the balance of power. And there was a shift in the balance of power. What'd they get? They got millions of views for lying about Donald Trump winning. I got 300 views for telling the fucking truth by an actual prophecy where I laid down on camera for 45 fucking minutes. It's fine. I've been on here almost 2 hours. Does somebody want to know something? Hang on. Derek, will humanity continue in the flesh forever? Yes, they were. Even before Adam and Eve, they continue. That's where Jesus came from. That's where Michael came from. That's where Satan came from. Every single being that is in heaven had a place on earth before in ages past. Jesus Christ lived on earth. Every single person lived on earth before anything ever fucking happened. And it's going to keep happening. And maybe you'll be a great angel in this next age. But it's going to keep happening. He did not just make fucking people that succumb to his will. He didn't just think free will is some new thing 6,000 years ago, 12,000 years ago at the Younger Dryas, right? He didn't just think that. These people have been going forever. Satan lived on this fucking planet, right? He made it up to heaven, then he lied and he fell. Those angels lived on this fucking planet. They made it up to heaven. They lived, and then they fucking fell. All right? Jesus Christ lived on this planet. He did good things. Michael lived on this planet. He did good fucking things. It's always going to happen. You're going to be a fucking angel whenever you get up there. Can I explain original sin? Yes, I can, but I think I'm too drunk to give you the... actually, to give you all the... I can't even think of the word. You see what I'm saying? I have videos on it. Sex was the sin in the garden. I got videos on it. Sex was in the garden. I think I'm like past the point, guys. Trying to stay here for your benefit, not for my own. What do I think happens next? Well, what I think, you don't even have to be a prophet to know, dude. The Jews, the Muslims, and the Christians are not going to all sing Kumbaya, my lord, and go and tear down the Dome of the Rock where Muhammad supposedly got his night journeys and he went up to heaven and he saw the prophets and he came back and he gave them all the prayers. Like, they're not going to just hold hands and tear down the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa. No, what's going to happen is this is the war that we're coming to. And I already told everybody that Israel would start World War III. I've been saying it for 10 years, and now they've already started it. It might take 20 years for it to come into effect, but they've already started it. You know, what they did, they moved the first rock. The avalanche is going to fall. right? And they all think it's the end of the world. The Jews rejected Jesus Christ, and they think that a new Messiah is going to come, right? And they're going to tear down the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa, and they're going to build a new temple and rule the world through there. The Muslims think if they tear down the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa, that there's nothing left but jihad. So there's 2 billion Muslims that are going to fight the Jews. But then you got over 2 billion Christians that believe in the Jews. So that's over half the world's population. The Christians think that a Antichrist has to arise out of the Middle East and there has to be a new temple built because they rejected Jesus Christ too. So let me just get to the end of the fact here. They're all going to fight. They're all going to go to war, and it's going to be the most bloody war in the history of all that we have since the Sumerian text, because that's the oldest text that we have. This is going to be the bloodiest war ever, and everybody's going to think it's the end. Let's give an IQ test. Never mind. I'm not allowed to talk about my IQ. People get upset about that. But if you ever want to raise your IQ, start telling the truth, you know? I swear that these people think that IQ tests are like multiple choice. Like, did the British come here in 1948, in 1842, in 1947, in 1796? You know, that's not what it is. Just patterns. I might give you a call, Blake, but are you going to unfollow me because your wife's going to come home and be mad at you? You're always, it's always like, fuck, Blake, I follow every one of your shit. And then, no, I understand what it's like, though. I understand. It's fine. I can't give you a call, man. Well, no, actually, I can. People sent me money tonight. I can give you a call. I just got to re-up I don't have any phone service, so 2 people sent me money tonight. Thank you guys very much. And I can do that. Yeah, I can give you a call. IQ basically means your programming in the Matrix worked. Oh, dude, you know what you should do, man? You should, like, believe that the spoon ain't even real, man. Maybe you could unplug. Maybe you could get in Zion. Maybe you could realize that the first place the word Matrix came from was in the law. And whenever it's saying everybody that split the Matrix, it was actually talking about coming out the vagina. Like, we should talk so much now, dude. You know what I mean? Like, we could so live off of each other and all of our smarts rather than telling the truth and no fucking God. You don't have to send me anything. Look, anyways, you don't gotta send shit. I don't even want to tell you how to. I get tired of the whole fucking thing. What I actually want to do is just get off this fucking planet, man. All right, fine. I'll tell you how to send me shit. It's my name, Derich Jester. DerichJester. That is Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and Patreon. Yeah, from Point Break, dude. Point Break was so great. Like, before we even knew that he was going to be a great actor, before we even knew that he would not age, Point Break, dude. Holy shit, man. What was his name? Montana, right? No, Joe Montana's an actual football player. Hang on, what was his name? Johnny, fuck. Hang on, Johnny. Tell me his name, man. Now it's bothering me. Johnny Unitas. Never mind. Yeah, I got it. Johnny Unitas. No, Utah. Okay, yeah. Was it not Unitas, though? Was that not like the longer version? All right, whatever. Yeah, it was great. Loved it. It's an allegory, Truman Show. Dude, do you think that you're trapped in a little fucking snow globe and one of these days you're gonna walk to the end of the snow globe and get the fuck out? You think everything that your fucking wife is saying to you is some kind of fucking infomercial? You think she just got some kind of fucking comedy? Is that what you think, dude? You think she's looking at like a camera and you're like, what is that? What is that? I just wonder if you shouldn't be on some kind of pill, bro. Like, all right, well, fine. Fucking walk to the edge and open the fucking door and leave me the fuck alone, man. Well, if you don't see me, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Like, what? No, maybe she is the universe. Shut up. Why do people think such weird things, dude? You're living. Put your hand. Esoteric. Look, take your hand, put it on your little heart. You know that's either gonna fill up with cholesterol. It's gonna be overworked. You're gonna nap. You're gonna make it this long. You're gonna do everything you can. Try to prolong your fucking little pissant fucking life. But that shit's gonna stop. It's gonna be done. Your great great grandparents, you don't even know their fucking name. They thought they were fucking important. It's gonna be done, man. It's gonna turn to dust. All you ever have to do is tell the truth in your own fucking life. Why can't people understand what I'm saying? Why is every fucking person that's saying that I have a fucking ego coming on here telling me, oh my god, it's fucking ego, whenever all I'm saying is tell the fucking truth? I don't care what fucking color your skin is. I don't care where the fuck you live. Tell the goddamn fucking truth. The only way to get the right answer to a question is tell the fucking truth. Then you'll have the true God. If you tell fucking lies, you're gonna have a lying God. If you tell fucking lies, you're gonna have lying dreams. If you tell the fucking truth, you're gonna have truthful fucking dreams. Like, why can't people understand what the fuck I'm saying? Do you want me to Google something? Do you want my fingers to go and fucking Google something and not understand what a fucking tomato is? Well, he doesn't even understand that tomato's a fucking fruit. I don't give a fuck. I put tomato in salad. God damn. Go eat a fucking avocado and save yourself. All right, I asked you guys earlier, should I leave? Now I'm wondering again, should I leave? Should I get the fuck off here? I just hate the whole thing. Fucking go Google something. You know, fucking Google something. I love it. I don't know what just happened. YouTube popped some shit up, you know? So, I was gone for like a minute. I'm just getting started. Dude, I've basically been against you. You tell me I'm just getting started. That's the kind of heart that I love. That's the kind of fucking heart that I fucking love, man. Everybody think back again. I gotta say this. Think back again. Scour your brain. Go through the files. Say, Derek told me a lie here. Just fucking say it. Say, Derek told me a lie right fucking here. Scour it. Go back. Where the fuck did I tell a lie? Now, if I told a lie, then I'm not telling you the fucking truth, right? But now you go to somebody else's fucking life. You say something to somebody else, and you find out. You find out if they're telling you the truth, right? You'll last like 2 minutes. 2 minutes, you'll find them lying. You haven't found me lying in anything. Do you understand that I'm not getting it? Oh my God, my name's Derich Jester. I heard from God one time. Holy shit, man, I'm a goddamn good shit, but fuck, I gonna play the fucking banjo right out here in my whole fucking yard, you know? I'm gonna grow a fucking spotty ass fucking beard and I'm gonna praise the Lord. That's not what I said. What I said was, God told me what I know. I have not told a lie. Go somewhere else and tell me if you don't find a fucking lie within 2 minutes. But now I'm on here for 2 hours. It shows me the time up here. 2 hours and 2 minutes. No, 3 minutes now. Almost. Sorry. We got 7 seconds until 3 minutes. Or 2 hours and 3 minutes. God. See? I always have to tell the truth. Fuck. All right, anyway. Just tell me where I said something wrong. You believe we in a firmament? Dude, I believe that if I found out that the earth was flat, I would still have scrambled eggs for breakfast. Man, I don't give a good fuck. I don't feel like I'm spinning. I also feel like flat earthers are fucking dumb conspiracy theorists. I also feel like scientists are lying to us. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm gonna walk out my house right now. There's gonna be a goddamn hill. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk up that fucking hill. If I have a heart attack walking up that fucking hill, that's my fucking life. I do not give a fuck about the goddamn universe. There ain't no fucking shape of the world that's gonna change who I am individually. You know what? Put some cheese in my fucking omelet. How about that? The whole world realizes Jesus didn't exist. I don't give a fuck. Because it doesn't change the honesty that I feel, the demonic possession that I've seen, the ghosts and everything. It changes nothing, right? I don't give a fuck if Jesus never existed. Keep arguing both sides of the same fucking coin. I don't care if the earth is spinning. Oh, we're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour and orbiting at 90 miles a second, so it's reckoned, the sun that is the source of all our power. And the sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000 miles a day. No, I don't care. I don't care if we're fucking stationary, man. I'm having the same fucking heart attack. I'm working on my first fucking heart attack. I don't care. You want to argue with me about something? What does that mean for you? Smarts? No, it wasn't smarts, man. It's just I never even could have came to this truth if I didn't realize the conspiracy of the earth being flat. Like if God had led me there first, I'd have never been here. You think so, huh? You think you would have never fucking been, then how the fuck am I here? I don't care. I like Monty Python. I think they're funny. I think they're sacrilegious, and I also think they are the stupidest people that have ever lived. But are their shows funny? Sure. Whatever. You know, what about Bob, man? I like Bill Murray. Why is everybody asking me to say things? Is my voice that, do I sound like a gay British man? Okay, I'll say it to you, baby. Happy birthday, Francie. Happy birthday. Alright, put that on your fucking ringtone and leave me the fuck alone. What's my favorite movie? My favorite movie is called Sacred Flesh. Jake Dubin, my favorite movie is called Sacred Flesh. I can't actually explain the movie because it's so hardcore. It's a B movie and it's really fucked up, man. But so much understanding. That's my favorite movie. So Sacred Flesh. If you can find that and watch it, pay for it if you have to. It's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen that explains the difference between flesh and spirit. Sacred Flesh. Thought! Just subscribed. Well, thank you. Bro's Majestic. Yeah, it's my hair, man. It's blowing in the wind. What's my favorite color? Purple. What is up with people, man? Why are people asking me my favorite color? All right, whenever I thought I was a genius, whenever I was a child, my favorite color was green. Now my favorite color is purple. If you want to know anything about the spirit, green actually has to do with the flesh. So then you can actually compute things that happen in the fucking flesh. Spirit, or what they actually call philosophy, presents itself in a way of purple in the spirit. Now, if you have purple and black, then you're a bad philosopher. If whenever you get in the spirit and you have dreams and visions, purple and white, then you're a good philosopher. If you have blue, well, of course, that is understanding spirituality. If you have white, then you are righteous. If you have yellow, then you actually have wisdom. I mean, what do you guys want? If you have red, that can be anything, of course, because God is the rainbow. He does everything with judgment and everything else, or it could mean anger because you only have red. But if you see red in the rainbow, then it means something different. My IQ has shifted. Yeah, I went down 33 points, man. Now I'm at 120. No, I'm just fucking with you, man. Just fucking with you. I am trying to kill brain cells. I'm cooking breakfast. Oh, dude, that is such like. All right, look, I got a country song for you. She's cooking breakfast in Georgia. In response to the omelet, Well, I may die and my dog left me. I thought he was all I had after my wife took my kids. Well, damn, damn, fuck, fuck, motherfucker. Goddamn, I was playing on the banjo. The shadows chasing in the dark. All right, whatever. I think I'm funny. Fuck. I think I'm fucking funny, you know? Okay, maybe not. Okay. People stop having dreams because they're smoking the doja, man. No, just maybe that's not your case. No. People stop believing. You know, it's like every show that you've ever seen. You know, where kids stop believing in the lie of Santa Claus. You know, they stop believing. They stop having fucking dreams. As your faith is, so shall it be unto you. If you profess your faith, whether a lie or true, like expelling it in your heart, then you will have fucking dreams. So whether it's a lie or it's true. Dude, right now, if I don't believe the things that God told me, I'm not gonna have any fucking dreams. I've gone a year with no dreams, you know? Even though I believe that I have the truth. But then whenever I believed what God told me, even whenever I believed a lie, then I started having dreams, you know? Even whenever I had to believe what the false God told me. And then after I believed what the false God told me, then the false God gave me more dreams. It's the same thing with the fucking dreams I have now. I do not live by goddamn dreams. I live by, did I tell you the fucking truth? Did I lie somewhere? I shake. I sweat. I am scared. If I tell you a fucking lie, I'm scared to fucking death, man. It scares me. It fucking scares me. It scares me. If I left the truth, I would still have dreams. I would just have lying fucking dreams. There is nothing you can do to help yourself. Nothing. Except for tell the truth. Nothing. Now find somebody else in the goddamn world that tells you that. Ever, throughout all history, that tells you honesty is the only way to God. Can you find a goddamn religion, some fucking thing that says honesty is the only way to God? I swear to God you can't. So do I believe that I have something that other people don't have? Yes, I do. Because it has to be honesty. And I do understand the Bible not because I read it. I knew it better than all you motherfuckers before I stopped reading it. I prayed to truth and truth only, and I said, truth, if you don't fucking tell me the truth, then you're a goddamn stupid motherfucking piece of fucking shit. And I can't fucking know nothing, because I don't give a fuck about Jesus. I don't give a fuck about God. I don't give a fuck about your goddamn Bible. I don't give a fuck about my smarts. I don't give a fuck about Google. So I am telling you truth. If you can't tell me the truth, nothing fucking can. Nothing can, and I have nothing left. And then fuck you, I'm gonna go to my fucking grave knowing nothing. I put the ball in your court because I will believe any fucking thing you say. And then he told me the truth. And I went, holy shit. It's not that Jesus was a lie. It's not that the Bible was a lie. We've just been lied to about it. Christianity ended. The Holy Spirit ended. Everything in the Bible already happened. My mind went, I understood everything. But you guys think I got here, what, easily? I got here because I started 8 businesses and I quit them all. I got here because I worked a lot of places. I lived with the Amish. I traveled with cults and I believed this Jesus, but I always knew that it was all wrong. It was wrong. It's fucked. There's something wrong again. There's something wrong again. No matter how many times I tried to fix it, there was something wrong. Then whenever he told me Christianity ended, oh my God, the whole fucking Bible made sense. And I can't have any pride because no matter how much I studied the Bible, I couldn't understand it. It wasn't until I threw everything away that God told me the fucking keys to everything. I received it. I didn't, whatever. I'll shut the fuck up. You have close ties with Catholic people, don't you? No, I don't know a single goddamn fucking Catholic in my whole fucking life. Do you not know why your comment pisses me off? Have you never watched any of my fucking videos? Fuck you, murderous, tyrannical fucks. Like, do you not? Somebody's head got chopped off in the name of the Catholic Church. One person. Let's imagine one little child. Let's imagine it's your fucking child. They get their head fucking chopped off right in fucking front of you in the name of the Catholic Church. Why are you laughing? Your child. Let's say it's you. It's scary. Palms sweaty. You're about to get your fucking head chopped off. If that happened one time, one single time, it wouldn't be the Church of Jesus. If it could happen one time, it would not be true. It would not be the Church of Jesus. Now, if it happens 14 million times, what the fuck are you believing? How can people say, well, he's getting upset now? Of course I'm getting upset. Their fucking eyeballs were popping out of their goddamn head while you were looking at 14,000 fucking nerve endings standing out while all their fucking family were watching because you had some kind of fucking belief in a tyrannical fucking God. Yes, it pisses me off. What have we done to the world? Look what we've done. What about all the things that you pledged your only son? What about killing fields? Is there a time? Sorry, that was Michael Jackson, by the way. Well, yeah, there's vomit on my sweater. It's fucking mom's spaghetti, bro. I just hate it, dude. Blake, everybody's like, why are you upset with Christianity? You must have been hurt by the church. Am I allowed to have some empathy, dude? I think that if your daughter's head got chopped off, maybe I should be a little fucking upset. I think if 14 million people's heads got chopped off, I should be pissed. I should not even be able to live in this world. My spirit should want to leave me because of the fucking atrocities. What do you mean my perspective is hilarious? What kind of fucking world do we live in? Dude, I bet you play fucking Call of Duty, don't you? Well, you know that shit happens in real life. You ain't just walking around shooting people in a fucking game. That shit happens. You think so now you think I'm insane. Hey, can somebody help me? I don't think I'm insane. Do you guys think I'm insane? Like, my friends, do you think I'm insane? I sound like, oh, I am a cult leader. Define the word cult. Look up the fucking definition of the word cult, man. I think that if people don't believe me, that they can't go to heaven. Yeah, I'm a fucking cult leader. Fucking. Jesus wasn't a cult leader. Eat my flesh and drink my blood, or you have no life in you. I didn't fucking die for you, he did. Maybe a cult leader, but I'm way less of a cult leader than what Jesus Christ was, man. If I don't believe what I know gives you salvation, then I shouldn't even fucking speak, man. I spent about 18 years looking for the words of salvation. I looked everywhere. I was other cult leaders' champions, you know? Because I believe that if God was going to give somebody the truth, he'd give man the truth. And you should believe them. I just never thought that he was going to give it to me. And now I've got fucking psychological problems because I understand the Bible better than you. I understand history better than you. I understand spirituality better than you. And now I got fucking psychological problems because God told me the fucking truth. And I understood all of it. So I have to believe. Do you know how fucking crazy it is? That I have to sit here in my own fucking life and say, God, you gave me the truth, really? You set the Bible straight for me after 2,000 years, really? Do you know how fucking insane that is? Everybody else is like, I'm having trouble telling the truth to my wife. What the fuck do you think I did for 14 fucking years, man? I gotta sit here and say that God told me the fucking truth and you have to believe it. I had these dreams that I didn't want to fucking have. I just happen to have a good heart. I have to say what the fuck I'm saying. If I don't, then I'm still looking for truth and we're all still looking for truth. And then why the fuck am I talking to you? Does anybody understand what I'm fucking saying? You have to have real faith in God. I didn't know what I was doing at 12 years old. Whenever I was crying with my head in my hands and saying, God, if nobody else believes you, I will. You know, that was just my heart. I didn't fucking understand what I was doing. Then he told me the truth. Then I had all these dreams, and now what am I supposed to do? And tickle you guys' fancy and say you don't have to believe me? Well, well, then I wouldn't have the fucking truth. Then I wouldn't have the fucking truth. But if what God told me after I threw everything away makes sense with history, the Bible, honesty, God, spirituality, everything, what if it made every fucking thing fall into place that hasn't? And God keeps giving you these dreams saying, Derek, I told you. Derek, you've got to. Then I fucking have to. You don't want to fucking believe me? No, it's not my fucking truth, man. There's only one fucking truth. What do you mean, what's the truth? Anybody that I've ever met that said, what's the truth, has never found the truth in their whole goddamn fucking life. I've never met a single person that said, what's the truth? On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. Had to stop for the night. Actually comes from a Jethro Tull song. Jethro Tull toured with the Eagles 10 years before that. Jethro Tull made a song. It has the exact same solo and it has the exact same chords. It was called Jethro Tull's my favorite band. I can sing the whole Eagles song and I can't remember this. Hang on. So the Eagles, Hotel California, was actually made off of a Jethro Tull song. Same solo, same chords. Hang on. And it's not I Don't Want to Be Me. It was oh god, it's about death. Hang on. Anyway, doesn't matter. The Big Lebowski, dude, I will pee on your rug any fucking day, man. You want me to pee on your fucking rug? I'll fucking come pee on your fucking rug, dude. Do you like the Doors? Yeah. I mean, I can't say that I'm like Van Morrison. Sorry, there was an Amber Alert. I can't say that I'm like, love them completely, but my brain was squirming like a toad. Yeah, I. Love that shit. Ha! Yeah, that was good. I've never heard Blind Guardian. And I love that song on record, and she showed me the way. Jim Morrison. Go to sleep. The end. Oh, everybody. Now, see what I'm talking about. If we get into this shit, everybody's leaving comments like we all care who the fuck somebody else listens to. It fucking meant something to us, and that's what they did it. They fucking played it in a way They didn't even tell you what the fucking understanding of the song was until 20 years later because they wanted you to fucking listen to it. Good God, man. Look, I love Unforgiven too. You know, I don't even like Metallica. I think Metallica stole every fucking riff that they ever had from Guns N' Roses. Your daddy works in porno now that mommy's not around. She used to love her heroin, but now she's underground. Hey, you stay out late at night. It's all a fucking joke, man. It wasn't a tornado warning. It said Amber Alert. I don't think they give Amber Alerts like, hey, Tornado Gina is lost in your backyard. Fucking weirdos. Hey, but anyways, man, I sent you a message back, man. All I meant by cult was everything's a cult. If you got a fucking Pulp Fiction poster, you're a fucking cult, man. I'm just saying everybody should be in unity. Why is everybody telling me what just popped up on my screen? It was an Amber Alert. There's a child stolen in Maryville. Like, what kind of goddamn world do we live in? These people are like, it was a tornado warning. Right? It was a blue alert. No. A child got abducted in fucking Maryville, Tennessee. And it's a fucking Amber Alert. It just popped on my phone and told me the exact address. Let me go back to what I said before. Do face reveal. Dude, I have so many videos. Hang on, let me. I don't even know how to switch this around. All right, is that on my face? Wait. Wait. This is my face reveal, guys. This is my walking, talking, good goddamn flesh. I'd had to pull it out, man. Let me show you something right here. You see these teeth? All natural. I'm 39 years old, didn't eat much sugar. I'm gonna tell you right now. You see them teeth? No braces. Well, obviously. El natural, man. You see my face now? Man, you love that face. You gonna believe me now because I showed you my goddamn face? You wanna come to my fucking wake whenever it's rotting fucking 3 weeks later? You wanna embalm me with something? What do you mean license plate, whatever? There's no vanity here, bro. Ain't got no fucking vanity. Dave Grohl! Yeah, I know. Walked into a lot of bars and they were like, hey, Dave Grohl. They're like, do you like Nirvana or Foo Fighters better? I was like, do you think Courtney Cox killed him? I had the most to gain. I killed that motherfucker. Run and tell all of the angels. This may take all night. I need a devil to help me get things right. Up a new revolution. This one is a lie. Sat around laughing and watched the last one die. Oh, do you love that face? Oh, you want me to send you a picture? You can please yourself tonight, man. Yes, I do need milk. Ah, you must be a drunk person. There's nothing better than an ice cold glass of milk after you drink. I don't know if it's the vitamin D, if it's the potassium, if it's everything that your body pissed out while you were drinking, but fuck milk, man. Like milk, man. But milk after you drink is amazing. You're inside my walls? Oh man, are you like Alice in Chains? You're like scary is on the wall. Scary is on his way. Watch where you spit. I'd advise you wait until it's over. Then you got hit, and you should have known better. Do I hear you? You can see me? Well, we have just connected through www.derrickjester. Hey, what's up, mister? Yeah, I'm a little creep. I love you now. You have my baby, mister? Mr. Cheddar. You can't? You don't have the things necessary to have my baby? You don't? Oh, you're coming? Well, I'll see you in a minute. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Oh, come. Come, baby. Come. Alright, anyway, what's going on? Guys, you should have told me to get off here earlier. You were smarter than me. Fuck. You were smarter than me. Look, all I actually want, whenever I'm talking to you guys about everything else, it's just because I want you to know it's not, I'm trying to lift myself up like, I understand the movies that you understand. I understand the music that you understand. And I can play the instruments that you understand. And I can play guitar. And, you know, I'm very talented. Like, no, it's not about that. It's about bringing us all to the same fucking place. It's about saying, please, good goddamn, please, tell the goddamn fucking truth. That is all I'm ever saying. All I'm ever saying is tell the fucking truth. I do want us to be equal, but I don't give a fuck about your flesh. I don't give a fuck about your wife. I don't give a fuck about your car. Fuck about your job. Fuck about your talent. I don't care. All I'm ever trying to say is, can we? You zoned out X-Pac from wrestling? How did I do that if I have no fucking clue what you just said? You zoned out X-Pac from wrestling? What you actually just said what I was trying to say. We've all seen other things. We've all done other things. But that shit doesn't matter. The truth in your own life matters. God matters. You know? What the fuck are you talking about? Zone packed out X wrestling shit, mother. Like, ain't nobody coming to my fucking door handing me a fucking lottery ticket. I don't know, man. Why do people keep coming in here saying, can I get a shout out? Are you recording me? Do you want me on your... Yeah, I'll give you a shout out. Hang on, I'll give you a shout out. You ready? Party has been started too. Do you understand? That's my name. Party has been started too. Right? But I'm gonna tell you something. You gonna breathe. You gonna breathe till you gonna breathe. And then you gonna stop breathing. But breathing, you know, it's just like dying. You know? It's gonna happen. One of these times, yeah, it's gonna happen. But I'll tell you what, you judged me. Well, I judge you, man. Fuck my grandpa, he ain't fucking here. I never understood I ain't gonna be here. Leave me a message, will you? Leave me a good goddamn message. So I can tell you right now, your fucking children ain't gonna make it. You thought you got one over on me? I'll have the last laugh. Is that what you wanted, man? Tucker Carlson. Who the fuck is Tucker Carlson? Tucker Carlson is somebody who tucked on his Carlson so many times, right? He just happened to land in the right place. He ain't even a fucking Michael Savage. Tucker Carlson is like the splatter on the wall of Michael Savage, man. Fucking weirdos. You probably listen to fucking Mark Levin. Tucker Carlson. I'll tuck your Carlson right now. Why don't you tell your wife about it? what What? I don't understand. Can somebody tell me what's going on? Why do people keep saying, give me a shout out? Can somebody tell me what's going on? Andrew, you want me to give you a shout out? Hey, baby. My name's Andrew. Whenever you weren't looking, I watched some lustful programs, man. She was so hot. You know, her titties were still in place because she ain't had a fucking kid. So you know how hot that was to me? I imagined myself with her just like 10,000 other people imagine themselves with her. 10,000 good goddamn dicks were doing what they said right up in that, I'll tell you. And you didn't know what I did. But she loved me. She loved me like the stripper at the club. She loved me. No, I got a real name. You know, first she told me her name was Dakota. I said, "No, what's your real name?" She said it's Sally. Right, and I believed her. Yeah, what's up, Bob? You probably want me to say something smart and godly. I feel like whenever I post this live, like as soon as I get off here, it's gonna post this live. It's not an intro. I've been on for 2 hours and 35 minutes. Good intro. Fuck. Look, whenever I get off here, I think they're gonna ban my fucking channel, man. Bong rips, no, dude. I don't even smoke, bro. I don't even smoke. You know, I tried to for months at a time. You know, whenever I was with my cousins back in the day, we used to have the black rock and the pink rock, you know. We sprinkle a little bit of that on there. And I hardly ever even did that. The most I ever did was 1 month, one hit. One hit wonder, man. 1 month at a time. That's all I ever did. Smart and godly. Oh, thank you, Andre. Into the Sandman. Who the fuck likes Metallica? Do you guys here like Metallica? Do you think Metallica was like something? Nobody realizes that Metallica came from every riff that ever happened before them, and that's fine. I do like some Metallica, you know, like Unforgiven 2 and stuff like that, but nah, Metallica's not really my jam, man. Now you want some Jethro Tull, Sandy Denny, some Supertramp. Supertramp was fucking amazing. You want some Genesis, some Fairport Convention, some Sandy Denny. That shit's cool. Captain Beefheart, that was cool. Frank Zappa, he was cool. Even the Doors, you know, but the Doors are like on the cusp of fucking ripping people off, you know, that came before them. So I don't even think I like the Doors or AC/DC that much. I think they did some good things, but fuck them, dude. I'll Simon and Garfunkel it up before I ever listen to that. Three Dog Night and shit, dude. I'll go all day with that shit before I ever think, what about the Doors? What about AC/DC? What about Metallica? Dude, if I'm gonna listen to Metallica, I'm gonna listen to fucking Guns N' Roses, man. They stole every fucking riff Guns N' Roses ever had. Well, you don't know about Metallica. You don't know they were an underground band at the same time as Guns N' Roses, so you really don't know what's going on, man. You don't know Eric like I know Eric. You don't fucking know Eric. Nobody fucking knows Eric. All right, Jefferson Airship. What? Starship? You mean Jefferson Airplane? Starship? One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the one that mother gives you won't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. Tell 'em a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. No, guys, I'm more like a Donovan fan, you know? Donovan, loved him, you know? Loved it. Just then when the hurdy-gurdy man came singing songs of love. Hurdy-gurdy, 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 gurdy, son. Seasons of the Witch, it was great. Yeah, I love that shit. All right, what are we talking about? I'm a true showman. Dude, you fucking know about Jethro Tull and Ian Anderson. Do you know that Ian Anderson has my books? How about that? Do you know that one of my friends on here, Rick, actually dated Shona, Ian Anderson's wife? They're from the same town. Ian Anderson has my books. The lead singer of Jethro Tull, my favorite band in the whole world, has my books. He actually read my books, according to his wife, the letter she sent back to the guy that used to date her, right? He read my books on his tour in Italy during the COVID epidemic or pandemic. Do I like Breaking Bad? What is up with people? I don't care. Breaking Bad. Like, Walt is not going to stand before you with Jesus, man. Like, Walt's not going to be there with God being like, yo, man, do you like my series? Oh, you better call Saul if you like my fucking series, dude. It's not going to happen. The whole point is about a guy thinking that he was going to die and he cared about his own life rather than truth so much that he was a chemist, that he produced some blue stuff for, and it was perfect. It was so perfect. Like, if you actually put this shit, it's genetically, oh my God, holy shit, it's the best. You better call Saul. It's science, bitches. Guys, I don't understand the shout out, please. Can somebody else tell me? Is somebody younger than me? I'm only 39 years old. How did I get on a live and have like 10 people? Maybe it was only like 6, you know? But they keep saying shout out, please. Like, can someone. David Bowie is goddamn fucking amazing, dude. Alright, anyway. But can somebody tell me what that means? There's a lot of shit that's amazing. Loved it. All right, I gotta get off here. You guys aren't asking me no more Bible questions. It's all just like, hey guys, you ever heard of this? You ever listen to Lionel Richie? You know? Like, what the fuck, man? Dude, I listen to everything. Frank Sinatra, man. I like black and white movies. I liked Pygmalion, right? I like My Fair Lady, Rex Harrison. And I fucking love the whole thing. You have no idea. Whatever. Doesn't matter. You have no idea what I listen to. Dude, I listen like fucking Gene Pitney and Walter Brennan. You guys don't fucking have a clue. Dean Martin is probably my favorite artist of all time. Just fucking amazing. Gene Pitney, you know what I'm talking about? Ella Fitzgerald, you know what I'm talking about? You know? Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. I might do some Hair of the Dog tomorrow. No, I'm not higher than Mount Everest. I'm Probably about halfway to Mount Everest. I still have about 15 beers left. I'm probably gonna be awake till like 8 o'clock this morning. If I get off this live, I'm still gonna be doing something. Fucking higher than Mount Everest. In fact, maybe you were on Mount Ararat. Who knows? Who knoweth such things? Good God, may you fucking come downeth and loveth the soul out of me. Son, you can't see my message earlier. Yeah, I probably didn't see it. When will God finally make a big booty I can't read your comment. Had a Miller High Life earlier. Cheers. Well, cheers, man. Glad you had that. Your wife wouldn't let you have any more. I'm sorry about that. 15 beers and you will make it to the top. Yeah, I feel you. I'm already about 50. All right, I'm getting off here. I'm just making a fucking fool out of myself. Nobody's asked any Bible questions for like 30 fucking minutes, man. Tomorrow's Friday? See, I didn't even know that. That actually kind of makes me kind of sad. I'm gonna be hungover for 2 days. I'm gonna wind up drinking like 38 beers tonight, man. Like Blake, before I'm done. I got I got like 38 beers, man. All right. I don't know how to end this live on here. All right, I'm trying to end. How old was God when he died? What the fuck? I mean to say Jesus. I'm not gonna answer that fucking question. Jesus wasn't God. I'll see you guys later. I think I found the X button, so see you guys.